fate of the book.
Norm Macdonald is ready to go. He is here. He is formerly from Saturday Night Live. He has done sitcom television.
That's huge.
Stand-up comic. He has also done film.
Movies, yes. He's working on the latest Adam Sandler film, I think.
That is correct. He is in production on the latest Adam Sandler film. Norm Macdonald. Look at him. He also banged Elle McPherson. We should mention that in his credits. I was giving out all your credits.
Hey, man. What's up, Norm?
Hey, Norm. How you doing, man?
Swine flu. What the?
What do you think about the swine flu? You mentioned swine flu. We just fist bumped, obviously, because
what? I can't hear you, man. My cans. Something wrong with my cans.
You can? Hemorrhoids? Oh, you mean the headphones?
Yeah,
I thought you said there's something wrong with your can.
No, there's nothing wrong with my cans. What am I, Mamie Van Doren?
Can I hold on a second. Can I quickly get someone in here to help out Mr. Macdonald?
The volume might be right there. You see volume control?
Well, wait. Let's get a professional like Scott the engineer in here.
Hey, man. Hey, Robin, what's up? I couldn't see you in your glass booth.
Baba Booey, please. Can you hear now? Norm, can you hear?
Yeah.
All right, good.
But it's a music, though.
You're kidding. It's Baba Booey's theme song.
It is music. I'm not kidding you. Here, listen.
It's the Baba Booey theme. Norm.
No. Are you fucking with me?
You don't hear classical music?
Yeah, did you notice that the Beethoven music has Baba Booey in it?
Oh, yes, I know. But these guys listening to the same thing?
Yes, yes. It's not like one of those sealed booths where we're going to play a trick
You're in a sealed booth.
But you're not.
You put me in mind of Adolf Eichmann.
Norm, it's so good to see you. You know, for a while we didn't see you, and now we're seeing you all the time.
Are you becoming a regular?
Are you a regular now on the show?
Yeah, listen, man.
Yeah.
I was, I don't know what's wrong with my manager or agent.
Yeah. Yes.
But I knew in Caroline's, this goddamn nightclub, right?
Hey, you're chewing gum. Spit out your gum.
Well, that's not gum.
What is it? What is that? What was that?
I don't know. You said to spit it out.
Oh, that was a gross one. Oh, you fucker.
But listen.
Get over here and pick that up.
You told me to.
Because you were chewing gum.
I'm not chewing gum.
Norm just hocked yellow loogie. What's the yellow loogie?
Who knows these days?
Could be swine flu.
Smoking.
Norm, I'm not touching that. That's disgusting.
I don't want
that
you
looks
to
like
touch
it
it. I don't even know why you wanted it in the first place. But listen.
Where is it? Right there.
Get another tissue and pick
Thanks,
it up.
Artie. Artie's a man's man.
Artie, throw it down the toilet. Oh, Artie, careful.
Careful.
Now, if you all go down,
disgusting.
I'll be the only one left.
Take the garbage out of here, quickly.
Wait, hold on.
He's going to take a picture of it.
What was that came out of your mouth?
What is wrong with you guys?
You just spit up yellow stuff.
I don't know. My doctor says I'm more virus than host. No, but listen.
Norm's actually a great host.
Are you ill?
No, I'm fine.
You're really
Listen, I'm doing Caroline's, right?
Great. Wait, Artie's hair's starting to fall out since he touched that tissue.
It was flowing out well before.
Now you need a hazmat suit to go in.
Norm, first of all,
Norm, you're playing Caroline's.
Norm, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about the swine flu.
Yeah.
Are you nervous about that? When you hear these warnings, do you take precautions or you don't even care?
I am worried about it at first, and then I remember... You know, when I was a young boy, I remember AIDS came out.
Right. And
they said, everybody's going to get AIDS. It doesn't matter if you're gay or straight.
I remember that.
You're going to get AIDS. So
right.
then I thought, I got AIDS because I was with a lot of ladies. Back then when I was a kid.
You used to get checked?
Huh? I got checked one time because and I thought for sure I got AIDS on account of, they said in Time Magazine at the time, I remember because it was like 1980, they said by the year 1990, every dude will have AIDS. It doesn't matter if you're gay or straight.
It was true, and then the whole thing kind of just
went away.
Yeah.
Turned out you had to be gay.
You had to be gay.
Right. And fuck without contraception.
Or do needles.
Right, so you're not worried
This is the way I feel, right?
Right.
AIDS is cured.
Right.
Like, let's say they said, hey, we found out what cures lung cancer. Don't get fucked in the ass and don't do needles.
For you, it's cured.
It's cured, right?
You're never going to get it.
Yeah.
You're not fucking in the ass.
Yeah.
Your fucking in the ass days are over.
Right, what?
All right? That's it. I remember back in the wild 80s. How are you doing?
Man, so Caroline's, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
They get all mad at me. They go, hey, man, like, because I always want to do press, right? So I go, well, I'm doing Stern and I'm doing Letterman.
That's good enough.
Yeah, good Lord. They go, well, you got to do this AM New York. I go, what the hell is that? It's one of them free newspapers they hand out in the street.
That's crazy. You know, Mo Howard used to take calls from 16-year-olds in order to do publicity for the Three Stooges.
He was addressing high school.
We've become more sophisticated. I got to figure, Caroline seats how many people? I don't know, a couple of hundred?
Oh, yeah,
between Letterman's show and this show, you should be able to dig up enough bodies to go in there and do the thing.
I think it sells itself.
When are you doing Letterman?
Today.
Today's the big day.
So isn't Letterman like, that blankets the country when you do
he
a
was great on
Letterman
Letterman. I talked to Bob Uecker, by the way.
Oh, did you? Did you see that?
Yeah,
was he mad?
Whatever.
Was he really?
Was he?
What do you mean?
Last time I went on Letterman, I told a story about Bob Uecker.
Yeah.
And what did he say? Does he not remember it?
He said, no.
Was it a bad story?
The story is...
Don't tell the story.
Don't like
You
I don't care. Bob Uecker's 90. I don't care if he's mad. I love Bob Uecker.
No, he wouldn't know it from this show.
How do you know Bob Uecker?
Well, that's part of the story.
Yeah, that's part of the story.
Norm did a commercial with him for light beer.
Okay.
So it was when we were doing the Norm show. So he invited Norm out to spring training in Phoenix, Arizona. And said, look, man, come the fuck out to Arizona, man. You know, he's the guy you hear on the TV.
Yeah, Bob Uecker.
Right, but he's so filthy when he talks. Every other word is fuck. It's unbelievable.
Right.
And he's one of the funniest guys I've ever met.
Right.
So Norm says to me, hey, man, let's go hang out with Uecker, because he knows I'm a big fan, which was nice. So we go to Arizona. And it's the funniest 24-hour period I've ever spent. We played a round of golf with Bob Uecker, and he let us sit in the booth to listen to him announce a Brewer-Cub game. Okay?
Right.
Now, he had a cough button. You know, if you're going to cough, you hit the cough button and you're not on the air.
Sure.
So, from what I remember, Norm may not remember this because he's friends with Bob Uecker. But anyway, Uecker would be announcing the baseball game.
Right.
And like a fucking jazz musician. It was unbelievable. If he saw a really hot chick in the crowd, he would hit the cough button and say something filthy about her, then go right back to announcing the game. It was like magic. So
unbelievable. You'd think that's a high-risk thing to be doing. That's like walking the high wire.
He would say shit like this. He'd go, here's the 2-2 pitch to Sosa, ground ball to shortstop. Look at the fucking tits on that whore. Over to first base, 2 down.
And he'd hit the button that quickly.
Yeah, and
so you must have been out of your mind, entertained. And now when you listen to him, you're wondering, like, during the spaces, what he's saying.
Howard, that's a story I told on Letterman. I cleaned it up.
Right.
And he started using, like, old guy words for the chicks. Like, he'd go, fly ball to center field. God, I'd like to get with that trollop. That's the third out. So the other thing he did, let me tell the one other thing he did, because this is amazing.
Yeah.
He sees John Fogerty.
Oh, that was what I was going to say.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Let me tell that.
Yeah. All right, go ahead,
Norm.
So he sees John Fogerty, you know, from Creedence Clearwater Revival. So he's like, hey, man, that fucker's a rock singer. He goes, but he can get out of the sand trap like nobody's fucking business. I played in a charity tournament with him. So we're like, yeah, we know who John Fogerty is. And he goes, at the 7th inning stretch, he'll have the fucker come up and sing for you.
Fogerty's there with his kid, by the way. He's a big Cub fan. He's here with his 8-year-old son, John Fogerty.
So we're like, no, you don't have to do that.
Right, don't get John Fogerty to sing.
Leave him alone. It's all right. We don't want him singing in front of us.
So then he gets mad at us. He goes, do you even know who fucking John Fogerty is? So we go, yeah, he did Creedence Clearwater Revival. He goes, yeah, he did all that fucking shit. But anyway.
So what happened? Did Uecker actually call you after Artie was on Letterman?
I was in Arizona, so I said, I'll go to spring training. Forgetting that I saw Artie do it. It was really funny. Sometimes you do things on TV and you forget that it's a human being you're talking about. That's great.
I don't think it was
Well, you know what it is? Uecker has a clean-cut image. He's one of these guys that broadcasts for a network.
Did I get him fired? I don't think I did.
No, but he probably doesn't want it out there that he's busy, talking about broads.
The other thing he did was he was on Mr. Belvedere.
Right. Yeah.
And he found out that 4 years into the show, he found out that the actor who played Mr. Belvedere might be a homosexual.
Right.
I asked him a question because Fred Wolf told me there was a rumor that Mr. Belvedere, the actor, during a read-through, sat on his own balls.
Right.
At a read-through. And I didn't know if it was a myth or not, Yeah. So Uecker, he doesn't listen too much. Oh, boy. So I said to him, Is it true, Bob, that I heard this thing about Mr. Belvedere that he was at a read-through, and then he goes, "Oh, yeah, he was a huge fucking fag."
I said, I remember you from Mr. Belvedere, and he goes, "That guy was fucking riding up the Hershey Highway."
Nice fucking guy, though.
And then we golf with him, Howard, we're golfing with him, and again, it's a guy you see on TV.
Right.
And like, there's two women in front of us with two guys, and he's like, "What the fuck are these guys doing?" And he starts screaming, he goes, "Start moving, what is that, a gang fuck up there?"
So he's a fun guy.
He's the funniest guy I've ever met in my life.
How do you become friends with a guy like Euchre? You'd think
I
the
know
two
how
of you guys
don't
would
become friends.
But I just think like you two guys would have no reason to get together. Here you are, this irreverent comic. And
we did a Miller Lite commercial.
That started the friendship.
But anyways, I was in Arizona a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks, a month ago, whatever, for spring training, and I went up to the booth, and he goes, "Man," what about that fucking Artie Klein?
Artie Klein.
So then he goes, he really does not like Artie Klein anymore. And he goes,
he doesn't know Artie
Good,
Klein.
fuck Artie Klein.
Yeah, Artie Klein's an asshole.
Yeah. Right. He goes, the funniest thing is, he goes, "That cocksucker must be running a little short of material."
He's doing Bob Euchre private lines.
Yeah, listen, tell Bob I'm sorry.
No.
But he really was one of the funniest human beings I've ever met in my life.
How old a guy is he?
Man, he looks good. He has two artificial knees he just got in.
He was a catcher, so
right. So I go, "How are the knees?" He goes, "Fucking great, man. I can still give a fucking blowjob."
What?
I shouldn't be saying any of this.
Yeah, Jesus, Norm, you're doing the same thing.
I know.
The man's got grandkids.
He's giving blowjobs?
I said it clean on Letterman.
What the hell does that mean? He's giving a blowjob.
Well, he's clearly not.
He told us a story. What was the story?
Remember when he brought us back to the hotel?
Yeah,
we were going in, and there was a bar, and he said, "Man, that bar looks like it's got some good cock in it." And we were kind of confused. We thought...
I think he was trying... that's true.
Wow, he's
apparently
wild.
Norm can't remember any of the insulting things I remember.
I remember why. I found out why he said it, because I asked Bob Costas. I said, "That seems very strange." And he said that athletes use that term for women, for pussy.
No.
Yeah,
I think what happened was...
Because they're so masculine.
That's crazy.
Because they're so masculine that they can do that. You know what I'm saying?
He thought like they're comfortable in their sexuality.
Yeah.
But I think what was going on was he was being like extra filthy.
Right.
I think he thought we were two like younger comedians, and he was trying to like maybe...
You think he was trying to impress you in some way? Like talk the language of the young comics?
Maybe there might have been a little bit of that.
Yeah.
But I mean, because every other word was fucking. It was so funny. He told us some of the most amazing stories about old baseball guys.
Right.
That, what did he played a
Billy
trick.
Martin.
He played
the bag's on you.
He played a trick on Don Drysdale, this old pitcher.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know Don Drysdale.
Everybody knows Don Drysdale.
Yeah, you know what? As a matter of fact, I can't even tell that story. It involves Frank Sinatra and a kidnapping. He goes, but I don't know.
That's fun stuff.
Yeah, he was the best. I loved him. I'm sorry he doesn't like me anymore.
Well, Artie Klein,
Yeah, he likes. Artie Lang, the comedian, he likes.
I'm sure he'll appreciate Norm's. There's a lot of cock in that bar. Me and Norm could not stop doing. To this day, when we call each other, we have to do Bob Euchre for 20 minutes.
It's so great. That's great that he even got to see the appearance. And hate you. That's wonderful.
I'm glad someone told him about it.
Did you see Mel Gibson's wife?
Yeah.
The one he's divorcing.
Yeah.
Robin.
I just read this in the Inquirer. They're saying that he's been paying her $1 million. What is it? A month. To keep her mouth shut, that they were separated because he was afraid the Catholic Church would excommunicate him if he found out he was getting a divorce. Like it was that, he's a real religious freak. So he started giving her $1 million a month. He's already paid her $130 million. This is not even about the divorce, just to keep quiet.
Oh.
What a payday this broad's getting.
Well, hey, he's the one with the problem. Don't blame her.
Is he allowed to get divorced?
Well, that's what he's trying to do.
That's what he's trying to get.
Yeah, he's paying her off to try to figure out. He's buying time to figure out how to do it without getting excommunicated.
But apparently she got upset. That was the thing you can't understand. She got upset because he had a girlfriend.
Moving in with him.
And they were doing it in the house.
Hey, Mark, you're on the air. You're here with the great Norm Macdonald. Tonight through Sunday at Caroline's on Broadway in Manhattan. For tickets, go to carolines.com. I got to see Norm the last time. It's a lot of fun.
Thanks for coming. That was nice.
That was great. We had a great time.
Every time he comes, Robin's here, I'm leaving town.
Well,
what?
Because you're up to something you ain't sharing with us.
Robin's got a good travel agent.
Robin goes, for some reason, Robin's been going down to Florida every weekend.
I'm not going to Florida this weekend.
What are you doing?
I'm going to California.
What are you doing there?
I told you, my nephew's birthday.
Contracting swine flu.
Are you nervous because you are living in California? Are you swine flu out there? What is it? People are afraid of Mexicans? And
yes.
They've always been afraid of Mexicans.
I mean, yeah, right. Are you extra afraid of Mexicans now?
Norm, did you ever hear, the guy Daniel Carver we have on the show?
Yeah, sure.
Ku Klux Klan guy. Did you ever hear what he said about Mexicans?
That's terrible.
He said someday the Mexicans are going to outnumber the humans.
Do you, how are you avoiding Mexican people?
I see a lot of guys with masks on the airplane.
It's not a good look,
is that right? People are wearing masks on the airplane?
Oh, yeah, I have no idea why.
Oh, what are you doing over there? What's going on?
I did that as a joke.
Okay.
When me and Norm were rehearsing, we had to rehearse the film Dirty Work. I don't know why, but we did. And so I just met him, and I play like his best friend. So we're in the Four Seasons in Toronto. And the chick in the movie is doing her dialogue with Norm, and she's got to be charmed by him and everything. Right. And Saget is walking us all through the scenes.
He's the director.
Right, and we're walking through, and Norm and the girl are trying to have charming conversation. And right in the middle of the girl saying, "You're cute," Norm hocks a loogie and spits it on the wall of the Four Seasons Hotel, like banquet room, and the thing starts dripping down. The girl was mortified.
It's cultural.
Do you?
I'm Canadian.
You have anger in you, don't you?
Anger?
I mean, no. That's an angry thing to do.
Oh, no, it's just an expectorant.
Yeah. There was a girl who had some sort of... Do you know about this girl? She's mad at you. She was on the Greg Fitzsimmons show. Did you hear anything about this?
I know Greg Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, Greg does a show for us, and Greg was interviewing some girl, and she was going off.
I know who it is.
What's the girl's name?
Me and Norm have worked with her before. That's why he's going to laugh when I say the name. Laura Keitlinger. Hates your guts.
Did you know she hates you?
No.
Oh, my God. Do you want to hear the clip? Sure. All right. Wait, hold on. Wait, I was going to take a phone call for you, but... I got to play this for you.
I think I know her. She's a writer?
She's a stand-up.
Yeah, stand-up and a writer.
Where is that clip? I don't even know.
Gary Page 2, first column in yellow.
When Dirty Work came out, Comedy Central had a show called Canned Ham. It promoted movies, and me and Norm did it.
She hosted.
And she was the host.
You like her, right?
But she seemed fine.
You have no problem with her?
She was on SNL.
Yeah, listen to the comment on this, if you will.
By the way, can I interrupt your old friend, Norm Macdonald? Did you guys write together on...
He's not a friend of mine.
Roseanne,
right?
Well, I was just using it loosely.
Now, you had a reaction just now to Norm Macdonald. Not a friend, not a fan.
You worked with him, though.
At Saturday Night Live.
Roseanne.
No, I missed him at Roseanne. Well, I came in, and he was supposed to be the my guide through SNL, and it turned out that he is a shit stirrer.
He's just busy pissing in a bucket in front of people.
Well, no, he loves to, pit people against each other. He used to, find articles where somebody said, one thing, and then he'd stand in the doorway and laugh. He'd find, an article where, Janine said something about Adam and, just create all this havoc. So it's funny that you said that, because he's, probably, one of the few people I really don't like.
Yeah. Norm is someone who really sticks out to you.
Well, because it was such a kind of a vulnerable time, being because it was the first time I'd ever done live TV and stuff, and he really... and for all of us, really kind of made it difficult.
Wow. I've never heard that about... Everyone loves Norm Macdonald.
I barely remember Laura from the show, except for her hit characters, obviously.
I don't even know who she is.
But
she's very talented.
She makes Morweena Banks look like Gilda Radner. But no. But I do remember that specific thing she's talking about, because Janine used to go to the press and badmouth the show.
Janine Garofalo.
Janine Garofalo used to badmouth the show. She was on the press. So I go, hey, Adam, what the fuck is this? Janine saying your shit and stuff like that.
And what's wrong
with creating conflict? I
think you'll probably upset you. I mean, here you are a cast member.
That's me creating conflict.
That's Janine creating conflict.
Also, Adam was a friend of yours.
And Adam was my friend.
Right.
Listen, I didn't hang around with the ladies on the show, for God's sake, in the first place.
You didn't? What were you going to get off them?
Yeah, I mean,
but isn't it weird?
They're alleged comedy, although I like Tina Fey, you know.
You had a look of surprise on your face, even when this woman said, well, you know, Norm was supposed to be my guide through Saturday Night Live.
Guide?
Did anyone inform you that you were her guide?
No.
There was no such mentoring program at Saturday Night Live, was it?
No, she came in directly after me, so I wouldn't be her...
mentor?
Yeah, I'm not going to guide any lady through comedy. That would take me... first of all, I'd have to figure out how a lady could do comedy. And then I'd have to...
Wow.
There was no
easy, Jerry Lewis.
There was no there was no Big Brother mentoring program in place that Lorne put in place so that you could mentor a lot of the young ladies.
That's nonsense.
That's crazy.
Buddied up with her?
Isn't it funny?
What?
You weren't buddied up with her?
No,
Isn't it funny? I find Norm to be a very a great, pleasant man. And really, isn't it funny?
And usually, worried about, how people feel about him and whether he's offended anybody.
Really, Robin?
Yeah. No, I remember that one thing because because Sandler was my buddy. And
that was sort of a famous thing, too, and there were other people who were way pissed off at that.
Yeah. Well, you make a very good point. You're saying, wait a second, Janeane Garofalo goes around bad-mouthing the cast.
Yeah.
And I'm the one creating conflict.
Yeah, by reading the newspaper.
First of all, that's a Janeane Garofalo move. Like, she's someone who will say... studio movies are bullshit, and, it's hacky and stupid. I'm above that. And then be in every shit studio movie.
Right.
And, insult Uma Thurman for, being in them as well,
So you're working on a new Adam Sandler movie, right?
No.
You're not?
I thought you were in the
I'm in it. Yeah, I thought you said I'm working.
Oh, you're not doing any work.
No, I'm working.
It's not work?
No, yeah, we're going to... I thought you meant now. I'm sorry, I was confused.
No,
yeah,
I'm
going to do the Sandler movie.
Yeah, now what is this going to be? I hope that they use you properly.
Listen, I did Billy Madison 15 years ago. I did so well, they're asking me back. You ever heard that one?
What is the movie going to be?
You ever heard that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where are you going to play? Where are you doing
That's
this?
Those old dudes. You ever hear that one? You're too young. It's generation.
You know all the old ones. You know the new ones and the old ones. Do you?
That's what Jack Warden played our father in Dirty Work.
Right.
And he was the greatest.
What about when Trailer Howard said his friend was in the... Remember? Trailer Howard was my friend, worked with you.
Oh, yeah. And the chick in the movie tried to relate to Jack Warden.
Right.
Said, my friend was a co-writer on a movie you did, and she named the movie. It's like the 180th movie he's done. He's like, I don't know who he is. I don't know what you're talking about. And one time, Saget gave him acting notes. It was the most embarrassing. There's a scene. Jack Warden is in bed. He's playing our father, and he's doing everything perfect.
Right.
And Saget gives him... He goes, I have just a couple of notes, Jack. And me and Norm look at each other. Like, Norm wanted to strangle Saget. So he whispers something in Warden's ear, and Warden's being very polite. Yeah. And then Saget walks away.
This was the movie that should have come out.
Right. So they're about to yell action, and Norm said to Mr. Warden, he said... Jackie, are you okay? And he goes, oh, I'm fine. I just want to concentrate. I don't want to forget my notes. But every time Jack Warden would tell us something, he would start off a story like, you ever hear this when a guy comes up to you, hey, he would punch you in the face.
He was an old school guy.
You guys remember these guys?
Norma, you were
when he first came into the Dirty Work, I was sitting there with the producer and Saget or whatever, and he would come in the fourth day of the show, and he came in and he was like, hey, how you guys doing? He goes, hey, listen, I'm excited to meet this Norm Macdonald kid. And I was sitting there. I was very embarrassed.
Right.
He goes, I'm very excited to meet this kid. I'm a big fan of his, when's he going to... So it's really humiliating, because I had to say who I was. He goes, when's he going to come around? When am I going to meet him? I got you, you fucker! I got you, you motherfucker!
See what I'm doing?
Yeah, he got me in the head.
When Don Rickles showed up, he went up to Saget. This is 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And Don Rickles is Don Rickles. He's all that energy. The nicest guy. He goes up to Saget in front of everybody and says, Bob, listen, I was talking to Martin Scorsese. I said, Marty, Bob Saget's directing a film. The man grabbed his chest. He said, what are you doing directing a movie? Go back to the video show. A cat shit his pants. Get a fucking check. You're a Jew. What are you doing in Toronto?
That's great.
Jack Warden, when I worked with him on the Norm Show with Artie, he played our father.
Again, he was always our father.
Yeah.
You like this guy.
I get like
No, Tommy Smothers played our father.
Oh, that's right.
Right. Jack Warden played us.
Jack Warden played another guy. So he by this time lost his memory, and at one point, he played the man in the glass booth, you know, and he could do it for an hour and a half.
Right.
So, you know, but he'd always forget his lines, and it was driving him crazy, you know.
Right.
And the director, these fucking television directors are the worst, you know, whatever. They're
terrible people.
Not the terrible, just talentless. And they go over to him and they go, Jack, you're doing fine. He goes, don't bullshit me, dude. Oh, you fucking bullshit me. But he couldn't remember, you know. Yeah. So we had this scene, and then I'd have to remember everything just in case he remembered the one scene, you know.
Yeah, there's pressure on you.
Yeah, so
imagine you don't remember.
I don't remember anything anyway, so I'd have to make sure I remembered. So I remember the scene was we're watching a hockey game, you know, and Jack Warden's supposed to go. He's playing an old tough guy, you know, and he goes. So his first line is, Norm, hockey is not the same as it used to be. You know, it's the helmets, you know. When I was a kid, they were tough, you know. So that was his opening line, you know. So we start the scene, he looks at me, he just blank in his eyes. I know he doesn't remember anything. But he's a good enough actor, he thinks he can fake it, you know. Right. So he looks at me, he goes, just nothing. Then he goes, Nami. Nami, Nami, Nami. And then he's looking at me, he's trying to impress me. He goes, Nami, I tell you, Nami. Now it's hockey, Nami. Hockey. He goes, it's different nowadays, Nami. It's all different with the hockey. Nami, it's different. The helmets, Nami, the helmets, you know.
It was a disaster.
5 minutes later. Yeah. Don't bullshit me, kid. You don't fucking bullshit me.
So you strike me, Norm, from what I'm getting from this conversation, you are a man's man. Do you actually believe that women can't be funny? I'm being serious. Are you kind of more in the school that guys are funny comics, just somehow women can't make that transition?
Well, I don't know about you, but when I was in fucking school and shit like that, I'd be in high school, and you could hear peals of laughter, and you'd run over there, and there'd be a big group of people laughing and laughing. Who'd you see in the middle? Abroad.
Surely there must be some woman. Tina Fey, you find
Tina Fey, I find funny. Roseanne, I find incredible funny.
She's funny, yeah.
But Roseanne in a very masculine...
She's very manly.
You know what I mean? One of her best jokes was, like, people say I'm too masculine. I say, suck my cock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good.
But there's actresses like Madeline Kahn and people like that.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about stand-up comedians. It's hard
to find. What about even Laurie Metcalf?
Laurie Metcalf is fantastic.
Unbelievable.
There we go. All right, so you're finding a few that you like, yeah.
Fantastic comic actresses.
Right.
Fantastic comic actresses.
Stand-up comedy is a different kind of thing for some reasons. Yeah. Why do you think it is that guys are only funny in that? What is it? What is the secret? Is it the penis? I mean, what is it? All right, forget it. We're not going to get any answers today.
No, I know the answer.
What is the answer?
Artie?
I mean, I just think that it's a man's world, you know. I don't.
Is that the answer, Norm?
Yeah,
Could that be the answer? It's a man's world?
I don't know. Maybe they make each other laugh. I don't know.
They do. Chicks have stories where they make each other laugh, and they're the worst stories on the planet.
I think in a way, like since the best comedy is honesty,
right?
Women are obviously way more dishonest than men. You know, they do. Whenever you hear women talk, it's all that they hate each other's guts, but they pretend to like each other.
It's so true. You're right.
Yeah, and abroad is.
You know, I think you're hitting into something.
Right.
You're right. They're phonies.
Right.
Women hate each other's guts?
It's so true. You know what? I know women. They behind each other's backs, they'll come up to you and tell you horrible things. And
that's when they're funny.
And then you see them in the room together, and they love each other. You should see. It's phony.
And they have the stories they tell you is like if you're out on a date with a chick, you got to sit through like. They always have a crazy friend. My friend Nancy is the crazy.
When you meet her, you'll be laughing.
You're going to laugh. Right. She gets on a table after 5 Long Island iced teas.
Right.
Dances.
And she's not funny.
Right. And they think you're boring if you don't want to go dancing with them.
Right.
And you're like, well, you're boring because you got to be in a place where the fucking sound is so loud you can't say anything. You know?
Well, I have to say something.
I think maybe it's the caliber of the women you're with.
Can I say
No, they're all hot chicks.
Can I say something? I saw Sarah Silverman in concert. She was extremely funny.
Sarah's very funny. Yeah, Sarah's very funny.
She's funny like a guy, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden you're finding women funny.
Well, no, I'm saying if you read any article about Sarah, it's like she's a guy's, guy kind of.
One of my favorite jokes by her. One of my favorite jokes by her. She said years ago. I think this is Sarah's joke. I blew a Mexican last week, and I've had the shits for 3 days. I mean, that's a joke a guy would come up with.
But she wrote it.
I understand.
Yes, but she talks.
Norm's wrong. I understand.
But she talks in a man's voice. She doesn't talk in a woman's. She's not captured a woman's voice.
All right. whatever you say.
Robin,
right?
he's an expert.
She's not Elaine Boozler.
You want to see an expert who's funny at comedy?
Yeah.
Norm Macdonald, tonight through Sunday at Caroline's on Broadway, Manhattan. It's unbelievable. Why are you saying no?
No, I am with Caroline.
Oh, you are? All right. The tickets go to Caroline's.
My farewell performance.
You know how Norm was talking
why is it your farewell performance? What's going on? Tell me.
I'm tired of this press horse shit.
You don't want to keep
I say I'll
going
do
out
Stern
promoting?
and Letterman, and
Right.
what the hell else do you want? For God's sake!
Listen, if you were playing Shea Stadium, I'd understand you'd have to do a few more interviews.
Right,
You're doing
exactly.
Caroline,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
why didn't you put your foot down and say no? I know you. You never do
I
things
do.
you don't.
I
You did
do.
put your foot down.
Yeah, I do.
When do you
But you're
go
doing
to-
the free newspaper.
No, I'm not doing it.
Oh, you put your foot down.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I'm
I
not
like
doing
that.
it,
But if you're not in New York, if you go to a local market.
then I'll do anything they want because.
Really?
Because first of all, I'm in their little town, and I want them to.
You want to be run out of town.
Yeah, you know.
You don't want to get ambushed in Peoria.
Mark, you're on with the great Norm Macdonald.
Hey now.
Hey now.
I just Norm's going to be on Letterman tonight. Last time he was on Conan, was he drunk?
Do you drink? You drink,
I don't
right?
drink, no.
You don't drink at all?
Ask Artie, man.
I've known Norm for 12 years now. I saw him drink one time.
Yeah.
Why did you think Norm was drunk?
I understand what he's talking about, though.
Why? What happened?
Well, because I naturally slur my words. I'm not articulate. And
No, you're articulate, but you have a cadence. You have a way of delivering.
He's not
which is
drunk, he's
funny.
Canadian.
Isn't that something of a conscious decision? If I was talking to you off air right now, this is a bit of a character you play. Isn't that true?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Are you this?
I guess, well, off air, I'm not trying to get to the point. Like, I wander. My thoughts wander when I have to talk for an hour.
Talk as clearly as possible today so people won't think you're drunk, please. Okay?
When he's Jack Warden, he's very articulate.
But I get that all the time. People go, you're drunk, you're stoned, whatever. So I understand why they think that.
So what's going on in your personal life? You seen anyone?
No.
No, that's it.
No.
What's with you? I don't get it. Are you lonely?
I make Colin Quinn look like Hugh Hefner.
Really? You haven't seen anyone in 3 years? Come on. I mean, this is crazy.
Hey, by the way, Colin was nice to say that because I heard that he said I was good at Lake House, but he is really fun. He just wiped that read-through. He just mopped everybody up.
Colin's upset with his career, though. He's in a real depression. Do you know this?
Well, I know he's. Yeah, it's so fluky. You know what I mean? He shouldn't worry about it. As long as his, especially with stand-up, I always feel as long as the merit's there, the success.
Yeah, but Colin's telling me he's going to stay away from women until he get his career on track.
He's just concentrating, yeah.
Yeah, can't you concentrate and still bang a few women? I mean, what is that? I mean, I think that was terrible when he said that, didn't you?
Well, I understand it because I don't really go out with women.
I don't understand. You love women.
Well, I like them all right, but listen,
what
hey,
do you think it is? Do you think you're hung up?
Can I tell you something of a very personal nature?
Please. That's what the show's about.
I saw internet pornography. Now, I might be sexually naive, but this is the first time. I don't know much about the WWW and all that shit, but when I was on SNL, I remember people would go, hey, you want to see something dirty? How you doing, Fred, man? Good to see you, bud. They say, hey, you want to see some internet porn? This is what it was back then, right? Yeah, I'll see it. And then it would be like fucking like Hillary Clinton blowing a donkey or something.
Right.
So it's just like they put pictures together. You know?
Yeah, they fake it.
Yeah, they fake it. And so I thought in my head that was what internet porn was. Up to about 2 months ago when I actually watched it. Holy Lord God.
What did you see? Do you remember?
Well, first of all, you get... What did I see?
Yeah.
Well, you can see every goddamn thing, and
it's kind of gross sometimes.
Yeah, because you become desensitized to it. First, you watch it like 6 times a day, but you become desensitized. You go, what the? This fucking broad's only taking 6 cocks up her ass.
Yeah, what kind of player is she?
Yeah, prude. What a fucking prude. I'll find something else because you can always click.
Are you masturbating internet porn now?
I was. Finally I got like sick to my stomach about you know.
Yeah, you get disgusted with yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
It is gross.
It is gross.
One time I had a girl when I was younger. All we would do is, pornography was very innocent back then, you know.
Right.
It was like you just see a girl's ankle. No, you would see,
good old days.
You wouldn't see like this crazy stuff on the internet, but you'd see it at a hotel or something like that, and we'd watch it and do. Well, whatever.
Whatever was on the screen.
What was on the screen?
You would do what was on the screen, right?
Yeah. With the help of
A gun?
They say that if you put a gun up a lady's vagina, you get the best oral sex ever.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Who's saying?
A limo driver told me that.
But that wasn't Jack Warden or Bob Uecker who told you that?
I'll tell you fucking what. You put a gun up a chick's twat.
Okay. Oh, my Lord.
So I'm glad to hear you were watching internet porn, because I always think of you not having any fun. Sometimes I think you just like I think you have like a sexual hang-up. Something happened to you. I don't know if you were molested as a kid or something happened, because
I'll tell you what. You know, it's a very interesting thing you say that, because there's a thing called recovered memory, you know, where you maybe remember something that horrible that happened to you when you were young, you know?
Right.
And it's always of a violent or sexual nature.
Happens to me whenever Dirty works on.
I wish for once Artie would be self-effacing about his own film.
Right.
That's whatever.
Oh, I talk shit about The Bachelor all the time.
All right, what about Beer League?
Oh, Beer League, I hate those. I don't like anything I've done.
But, no, we're not actors, you know.
Right.
But
fair enough.
What was I saying? Oh,
no, you were talking.
Yes. About recovered memory.
Memory.
This is what I don't like about recovered memory, right?
Go ahead.
Is that you repress the memory of this horrible sexual thing that happened to you when you were young. You repress it so you can no longer, you can't remember it.
That's
it's too traumatic.
Yes.
So, the upshot of it is this. I can tell you that I was not raped when I was a child. But I can tell you with no insurance at all.
You might have been.
Yeah, and forgotten it. 50-50 shot of it. Now, I believe personally that it's a myth. I think that I would remember it. I think that, first of all, if I didn't, I would never want to recover it. If this did happen to me, I would want to go to the grave with it unrecovered. But I feel that this would not slip my mind. You know what I mean? I believe it would be the only fucking thing I would remember.
You could possibly not bury getting fucked in the ass as a young man.
I would probably fucking forget every other memory.
You remember that more than like Joe Carter's Homer in the 90s?
Yeah, I can't remember that. What? Hey, what about the hypotenuse? I don't remember. Don't you remember when you went to school? I went to school? What? What do you remember? I remember my uncle's cock. His giant cock. He raped me. My uncle probably didn't have a giant cock. But, you know, when you're young, you think everything's bigger. Like,
it's true.
You return to your school, and it seems small. It's like if I returned to my uncle's cock.
You are making so much sense.
So much smaller.
I have never seen you make so much sense. You're right. This is such thing. You get fucked in the ass or you blow a guy, you're going to remember.
Oh, my God. You know that better than anybody.
And there's never any good recovered memory. Suddenly you go into hypnosis.
Yeah, you don't go, hey, I remember I used to eat a fucking bunch of pumpkin pie.
I remember fucking Pam Anderson. Hey, I forgot all about that. It's never like that.
It's never that at all.
I remember making Beer League.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
Dare I edit the word? That's what you should think on in your mind all the time. Dare I edit the phrase dirty work and replace it with Beer League?
Let's go to Mark. What? Sorry.
I thought you were looking away.
No, I was going to Mark on the phone. I wanted to get a phone call
excellent.
For you. I'm the host.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, Norm. I'm a huge fan.
Thanks, Mark.
It's an honor to talk to you.
This is a setup.
You'll get over that.
No, I'm serious. I saw you kill at the Stress Factory 2 weeks ago, and it was an awesome set.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Pally.
Well, that's very nice of you to say, and you can see Norm over at Caroline's.
Thanks for recovering his memory about the Stress Factory.
Well, that's why he wanted to compliment you.
That's his only thing?
This is all he remembers. That is Uncle's cock.
He just recovered that memory.
That's nice,
He likes you. He likes you.
That's an odd name. Do you ever do the Stress Factory? It's such an odd name.
It's in New Brunswick.
Yeah, I mean, why would they call a place the Stress Factory?
It's a comedy club. It's like, you know.
Well, most comedians are pretty stressed out. That's not a great career.
Well, I think the premise is, because I played it a lot because it's in Jersey.
There's a guy
sleeping?
That's not a good sign, Norm.
Norm, what are you doing in my show? Wait a second. Let me listen to
He's dreaming about the cock story.
Yeah. He started talking cock and he fell asleep. I think it's Jack Warden on the phone. Jack?
Rest in peace. Rest in peace,
right.
Jack.
Bob Uecker.
This Norm Macdonald, fuck him, too.
I love when guys fall asleep. Listen to
This guy's
that.
really going.
You know what it is? People call us, and sometimes we can't get to them for like a half hour.
I'll tell you the Don Drysdale story that Euchre told us.
Oh,
God.
I won't tell the second part, but he said, man, I fucking, I like to pull bags on people. You know, bags are like practical jokes.
Right.
So he says, fucking Don Drysdale was coming through Milwaukee where I played, and he has a fucking whore in every city, and in Milwaukee, that's where his fucking primo whore was. So
in Atlanta, because Ken Boyer did it.
Ken Boyer, right.
Did the
third
joke,
baseman or something?
Yeah, right.
So he goes, Ken Boyer, the third baseman, he was fucking friends with the chief of police. So we had Don Drysdale fucking arrested. He was with his primo whore, and fucking the Atlanta cops show up, fucking drag him out in the fucking hallway and fucking have him naked with the handcuffs on. So I walk up and go, the fucking bag's on you. So he goes, then I go down to the bar and I'm having a drink. Fucking Drysdale comes down 10 minutes later. He's still pissed off. I go, get over it, you fucker.
That's like Bob Euchre was the Ashton Kutcher of his day. He was doing punk on Don Drysdale.
Well, I'm thinking about it. The second part is...
Forget the second part.
It's not that bad. I don't think it's that bad. You know what? You decide.
I don't want to
It's not that bad at all.
I can't decide.
He goes, so the second part is... he goes, so anyway, Ken Boyer goes the fuck out to Los Angeles to play the fucking Dodgers. And Drysdale's like, I'm going to get this fucker back. So Drysdale calls Frank Sinatra and says, let's fucking get this fucker. He tried to fucking have me arrested. So Sinatra says, no fucking problem. Sinatra sends over a couple of goons. And Ken Boyer's leaving the stadium. He's in the parking lot of Dodger Stadium. Two guys fucking just grab him and just fucking mask him up, throw him in the trunk of their car, take him out to the fucking desert. And they say they don't notice it. They would want Harry Carey to think he was hallucinating or something, right? So she'd bring over the drink, and people are sitting around. She's completely topless, and Carrie would go, Harry, you... A fucking waitress, his tits are out. And people go, what are you talking about, Harry? No, they're not. She has a shirt on. Dude, how drunk are you? Nobody sees her breasts. Her tits are hanging out. No, Harry, you're drinking too much, man. Just come on. No one sees her tits.
That's a perfect Harry Carey impression, by the way. It really is.
Oh, yeah. Harry Carey. Absolutely.
Will Ferrell told me that Harry Carey one time, he apparently got away with anything because he was always drunk.
He would say racist stuff on the... He was an old school guy.
And apparently one time he said, if Mark Grace hits 300 this year, I'm a Chinaman.
That would go over big today. Hey, this guy's still asleep. What's with you?
He's gone. He slept through these entire stories.
I'm really trying.
He's missing some good
things. He might have one of those bags.
This fucker, let's fucking get him.
Well, I'm going to hang up on him and go to High Pitch Eric. Go ahead. You got the last word with the great Norm Macdonald.
How are you?
Hey, High Pitch. How you doing, pal?
Good, I love you, Howard. I have a story about me and Norm. When Harvey did his Bailey's movie premiere, there was an after party. And me and Norm Macdonald got drunk together on Jägermeister, and we got so fucking hammered together. Remember that night, Norm?
I remember being with you. No, I didn't get drunk, but
Norm doesn't drink.
But I remember being with you and talking to you, and I may have had a shot of you.
What a star-studded premiere.
That was a great night for you.
I was home asleep.
Norm, you had to be impressed.
All the pictures were there. Norm Macdonald, High Pitch Eric.
Anyway,
Hollywood News says Norm Macdonald and High Pitch Eric are friends.
Norm, you look great. That's first of all. Man. You sound great.
Thanks, man.
You came in here. You told us everything. You didn't hold back.
Well, he got you off the women. You know.
Yeah. But I'll tell you this, man.
I know you're uncomfortable talking about it.
It was fun being with Artie over at the Palms there, playing poker on the
on Sam's show?
Right. Me and
Sam's game.
Yeah, Sam Simon tried I guess he was shooting a television show for the Playboy Channel where you gamble, but you have to bring your own money.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
And you have to pay Sam.
Oh my God, I just recalled this. But we're playing fucking poker, you know, and
you're a big poker player.
We use our own money, you know, right. So we buy. I think they gave us some amount.
Right, they gave us a little bit. That was the game show where I did Sam a favor and I did a talk show and I lost $8,000 to him.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what did they give you, 500 or
They
something?
give us I can't remember, something like 500. But anyway, the first day, Dave Attell lost something like $10,000, but he didn't know it was his own money.
Right.
He thought it was a charity.
Dave came in here and said, "I don't believe this." He goes, "I thought the money," and he goes, and Sam goes, "You can send me a check."
Right, like where's Dave going to send this check?
Yeah, he goes, "Yeah, you can send me a check," and he looked at Sam Simon like he's nuts. He had to send Sam Simon a check.
Yeah.
Oh man, he was.
But I'll tell you what, I don't know when that's airing or anything, but we had a blast. We had a lot of fun. We laughed the entire time.
Yeah, it was really funny. It was me. It was Jeff Ross and me and Artie and
sounds fun.
Guys, a couple of ladies.
Did you make money on that show or did you lose?
You were up.
I was winning a lot, and then I ran it. And the last time they had a couple of pros, and then the third day, and then
they put pro poker players in.
So then Norm is come in and clean you out.
That's hard, right? Professional poker players really know what they're doing.
Norm is a great poker player, though. He's a great poker player.
And
so Sam,
you hear you can't call Artie on the phone anymore. His mom now has his BlackBerry. Do you know this?
Ah, fuck, man. I could never phone him. He has 300 phone calls, 300 numbers. And,
well, Artie has been clean for a week. Don't laugh.
4 weeks. 4 weeks.
You were met at Dr. Drew. He's
4 weeks.
4 weeks, you're completely clean, off heroin, everything.
Yeah.
Even the Vicodin,
heroin,
and what's that stuff you take?
No, I've been under this martial law for a week. But I've been clean for 4 weeks.
Sorry. So Artie is
martial law.
Yeah, Artie put together his own rehab program.
Like Pablo Escobar made his own prison.
Yeah.
He has 2 full-time policemen. Yeah. Watching his every move.
Somebody sleeps in Artie's apartment every night.
They sleep with him.
And it ain't a chick.
And they sleep with him, and his mom has...
Is it like that black guy that hung out with
Farley?
Farley?
When we did...
Yeah, that worked well.
Dirty Work is Farley's last movie.
Right.
Norm has a tendency to do that, because I think Richard Pryor's last appearance was the Norm show. But Farley had a black guy that they hired. I think Brostine Gray hired him to try to keep Farley off drugs.
Right.
And like every day, like 4 whores would go into Farley's trailer with weed and booze, like not even trying to hide it. Like they'd walk in mixing martinis, you know. And we're like, "Where's the guy?" And he'd be over like having a cigarette, talking to Saget. I love that Full House, man.
Because what's the guy going to do? The guy, as you would admit, your program will only work if you're into it.
Look, these guys said to me, they said, "Look, man, we're going to piss test you every day because your mother and sister want."
Right.
But don't make us do it if you're going to fail. Just fucking tell us.
Right.
Because why waste our time? You could have a heroin dealer plant fucking heroin in the weeds outside. You go dig it up and do it. We can't control
that. Makes total sense to me, right, Norm?
Yes.
But don't you think one day, let's say, if you do fall off the wagon, you're going to piss and you go, "What? I don't believe this. I didn't do anything."
That's a false
I always think I can talk my way.
That's what I'm saying.
My lowest moment in my life was when I bought clean piss.
Right.
That's the worst. That's a fucker.
Clean. I bought clean piss.
I bought clean piss.
He bought piss from somebody.
I know a kid who was trying to get on the fire department from my hometown.
Right.
So he'd been clean for like 6 months. First of all, this kid clean. I said, "Get the fuck out of here. I'm buying piss from this kid."
Yeah.
But he said, "Yeah, I haven't had anything for 6 months because I'm trying to get out of the fire department."
And
I bought piss from the kid. I came in here with it one day because I thought they were going to test me. I fucking had it in my fucking pocket. It's going to be in book fucking 2.
So
I will say this, though, that he looks fantastic, Artie.
He's awake.
Yeah. But, you know, a lot of people, because people are always asking me about Artie.
Yeah.
Right,
how is he? I'm saying, well, I don't know what, you know, and then, but...
you get that specific?
Yeah, well, how would I know how he is?
We used to see each other every day. I don't see him anymore.
Yeah. But, you know, when I speak to him, he seems coherent and stuff. But I value human life, you know, my friends.
Everyone knows that about you.
But in a way, I value comedy above that.
And what does that mean?
It means that I think Artie is way, way funnier when he's straight than I think he's 1,000 times funnier when he's completely clean than when he's fucked up.
Right, so you're saying...
I've seen his shows when he's fucked up. I've seen his shows when he's clean. I think he's way, way funnier when he's...
So if he was funnier when he was fucked up, you would advise him to stay fucked up.
Yeah.
Right. You would say you would go just the opposite. If he was genuinely funnier, fucked up.
I don't know if there's ever anybody that has been like that.
But I mean, it's got to be... I mean, you knew Chris Farley, and you worked with Chris Farley.
Yeah. Chris and Norm were tight in a very touching way, actually.
Right, and to see him gone, I mean, it's painful, and you wouldn't want to see that happen.
But at the same time, if you see Chris Farley's last Saturday Night Live, it's his least funny Saturday Night Live when he hosted by a million miles because he's on narcotics.
And he was dead like 4 weeks later.
Do you miss Saturday Night Live at all?
Yeah. I mean, I miss being on it, yeah.
You do?
Because it's, sure.
I can't tell with you. I never know if you're really sentimental about stuff like that.
I'm not sentimental.
Do you have it, like, in your home, do you have anything hanging on the walls, like you anchoring?
Yes, you do. You got one thing.
I got the thing where I'm
you and Dylan.
Yes.
You know what he did?
I have Dylan,
when he did Weekend Update, he took his son Dylan to the Weekend Update set, and it's him and Dylan sitting on the Weekend Update set.
So you do have that.
Yeah.
But it involves your son.
It involves my little boy.
Right.
Who's not little anymore.
I was going to say, that boy's got to be pretty big now.
Oh, yeah.
Is he taller than you?
He wants to be, but he's not.
Is it hard for you to see?
He's close to dunking a basketball.
Are you sad when you see your sons all grown up?
My brother's 6'6", and he just wishes he could.
Does he have a bigger penis than you? I don't know.
Hopefully he won't recover that memory.
Certainly has a tastier one.
Fair enough. I bet that's it. One of those memories he'll always carry with him.
Tell real quick, you want to talk about Jaded with signing autographs?
Yeah.
Tell the Magic Johnson story when your son wanted to get an autograph from Magic. Remember what happened?
You mean where he...
With the Sharpie? I'll tell him.
Where Magic Johnson was in a hurry.
Yeah, that one. This is such a funny example of how a celebrity could be so jaded signing an autograph, you know. Yeah, tell him.
No, go ahead.
You want me to tell him?
Yeah, because I know he was in a rush.
So Norm takes his kid's a big basketball fan.
Right.
And at the time, Dylan was probably 6 or 7 years old.
Right.
And he's a little kid. And they see Magic Johnson walking by. And Norm and his son are rushing up to get an autograph.
But in Magic's defense, he's mobbed constantly.
Right.
So he had to keep moving.
Yeah, so he's keeping moving. And this little kid comes up to him and says, could you sign something? And hands him a Sharpie.
Right.
And without even a beat, Magic just goes, cap off. Because he didn't want to take the cap off the Sharpie. Right. So now Dylan is struggling to get the cap off.
Hurry up, kid.
Did he ever get the autograph?
Oh, yeah, he got the autograph, but Magic had to just keep moving the whole time.
But it's a 7-year-old kid. He just went cap off.
Yeah. Well, listen, you got to play by the rules.
Don't you know the rules?
When I was a kid, there was a guy, Dave Schultz, Dave the Hammer Schultz, who was a hockey player, a goon, a tough guy.
Right.
Not a goon. I shouldn't say a goon because he was a good player.
You don't want to piss off his estate.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Big tough guy, and he was standing out back when I was young, when it was in the 70s. He had a fur coat, which they used to wear, and he was standing outside behind the Montreal Forum there. He played for Philadelphia. Real tough guy, And I went up to him, can I get an autograph? I don't know how old I was, like 8 or 9. Can I get an autograph? He was smoking a cigarette. He threw the cigarette at me.
What a wonderful childhood.
At the time, I was devastated, but thinking back, I thought that was the fucking coolest thing.
That little mark on your head, I think, is where the cigarette hit you.
Yeah, hey, I signed this, right. You little shit.
Hey, get away from me.
My name's Marlboro, you shit.
That's funny.
Dave the Hammer Schultz is out there. I've met him since. He's a great man.
It's just like you think back on it, you go, God, was there something wrong with me? A guy tried to burn me with a cigarette. Didn't even know me, a perfect stranger.
And then when you get older, you think, why did I want this guy's signature?
Yeah.
How are you, Howard?
But by the way, it would be nice if in your office at home you had, I was talking to Robin about this the other day. I said, I used to laugh off, like, your reaction. Like I said, oh, do you have anything from your career hanging in your house?
Yes.
And I would go, oh, you're crazy.
Yeah.
But now, like, I have an office, and I put all my little awards, and I have a picture of myself in private parts with Paul Giamatti. And I like it. I like looking back and reflecting on some of the things I've done in my career. Maybe you would like that. Maybe you shouldn't be so harsh.
Sometimes I think I should have maybe kept some stuff to show my kid so he knew what the fuck I did.
Because now he's probably wondering, what are you doing?
Don't you have tapes of you when you were the Hardee's star? Norm was the voice for the Hardee's hamburger.
Really?
He was the little star.
No kidding.
Don't get me euchred on you, man.
I can't believe Bob Uecker hates me now.
No, he doesn't.
But,
See Norm Macdonald tonight through Sunday. Caroline's on Broadway.
I never got
Manhattan.
a chance to ask you.
I'm doing well. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see you. Marriage going well.
Excellent.
I like being with a woman. Call me crazy. What the hell? It's fun.
He's trying this new thing.
You would never get married again, though. I know you. You're like a confirmed loner bachelor type.
Yeah.
You don't get lonely?
I think marriage is made for having children,
Sure, but I would be lonely without Beth. I enjoy that, like, this coming weekend, we're going to be together. I know we have our little ritual. We drink wine together. We have dinner together. We watch movies together. I like that. You don't miss any of that? You don't like...
I never had that in my life.
Well, when you were married, not at all, even when it was good at first?
No.
Remember when you were a wine connoisseur?
No, but I'm not being funny. But no, I'm not being funny. You don't... Sometimes you just sit there going, gee, I wish I had a best friend here with me, or...
Well, I wish that I was with my son all the time.
He's split between you and your ex-wife.
Yeah.
Right. But he's going to grow up.
Split evenly.
He's going to grow up and leave both of you.
Yes, exactly. Right.
But, Norm, what about you personally? I mean, seriously, you never just sit there and go, gee, I'd like to be in a relationship with someone. Like, there's something stopping you from doing that? I'm being serious. I'm not trying to make a joke. Okay, I see.
No, I don't understand.
I'll tell you what.
You don't want even a girlfriend?
No.
If you keep hocking up stuff, you're never going to get a girlfriend.
I'm telling you, man. Only life
turning up Robin.
Life is only so, listen, man.
What? Life is only so what?
So, look, I've seen more sunsets than I'm yet to see.
I don't know what you're saying.
What?
I'm saying that life is brief,
Right.
And I don't want to spend time fucking eating dinner with some lady who's telling me how fucking many words she can type a minute. Or whatever they talk about. I don't know.
You don't like women.
I don't like eating dinner with them.
You don't like the company of women, is what you're saying.
You don't enjoy conversation with women. You don't relate to them that well.
I don't relate to them because I'm not a lady.
Right. You're a guy.
I'm a guy,
but
so I'll
you
talk to guys.
find nothing redeeming, or you don't get to do things that you enjoy that you can't do with men with women, is what I'm saying.
That I can't do with men that I can do with women?
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying when you were...
sex,
I'm saying I I know the weekend comes up and I get...
Look, I don't give a goddamn about sunsets.
Right.
I don't care about the beach.
In other words,
I don't care about drinking cocoa in front of a roaring fire.
You don't?
That stuff doesn't appeal to me.
But do you get comfort from at night, you lay down and there's your woman and she says, honey, I love you, and, I had such a nice day with you, and then you fall asleep together and you wake up, and then she can go do her thing, you do your thing, and then you come back and you meet for dinner.
But you got to have something more than just sleeping with a person,
There's nothing romantic in any of that?
Well, I get tired. I mean, right. I always find it kind of, I don't know what irony means. So I'm not going to say ironic, but I always find it odd that, a woman, I always get tired of her eventually. I'm
right.
like,
so then why not date a girl?
I've seen her breasts, I've seen her ass, I've seen her pussy.
Is it also that...
strangely, I never get tired of my own shiny red cock.
But in all seriousness,
yes.
I think you're you love your poker, you love to gamble, you love to...
I love to read most of all.
Right, so you don't want to really be bothered at this point. You'd rather go out, do your own thing, come and go, and if you get lucky somewhere along the line and you get to bang, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty much the Norm Macdonald story?
Yeah, I relate to it because I've always said that my idea of a perfect date is I play poker with my buddies, we watch a game, get drunk, and at the very end, the chick comes in and fucks me real quick and then leaves.
Wow.
And then
I think you're being a little jay. I don't believe that of you, and I don't believe that of you.
There are people, I will walk into a group of men, and I will know whether there's guys in there who really don't like the company of women. Right. They want, they're not gay, they're heterosexual, and they like to have sex with women, right. But they don't want to talk to women. They don't want to... They suffer through that.
My best friend, as Artie will tell you, is Lori Jo, who is a woman.
That's true.
Did you have a mother who you found
I
to be...
have a mother that's alive.
Was she, growing up, a terrible burden to you? Did you find her overbearing, and did you find her to be... intrusive in your life to the point that now you're afraid to be with any women because this woman was so heavy and so too much?
First of all,
is there a mother issue there?
I don't fear ridiculous things like that.
You don't?
No, I fear, disease and things like that.
And you really haven't gotten laid in 3 years? You too?
No,
but you said you have a similar situation.
No.
You've gotten laid.
Sure, of course.
All right. You're doing more than whacking off on the Internet. All right, great.
But this girl who's your friend, you would never have a relationship with her.
No, because she's my friend.
See, Norm Macdonald.
I will say this. I'll say this about Norm. Norm is one of the best friends I've ever had, though.
Oh, thank you, Artie.
No, he really is. I could hang out I could hang out with Norm.
Because you don't have a vagina.
Well, and talk and laugh. And I don't think he's such a loner, I think...
no, he likes guys.
Yeah, but I think he just enjoys funny people who like hanging out and talking.
Norm, there's so much more to learn, but I have to move on.
There's very few friends. I would be your friend, but you're... some...
You never call me.
I'm Howard's
friend. You never want to hang out
I know,
with me.
You could be his friend, and he's a great friend.
I would be a good friend to you. Just don't bother me.
He just won't answer you.
Yeah. See Norm Macdonald tonight. Now,
is that your way of saying beat it?
Well, beat it. We just did an hour and a half, pal.
That was no hour and a half.
Yeah,
what
hour
more
and a
do
half.
you
That
want?
was a fucking hour and a half.
That was a full concert.
Fucking hour and a half.
You dumb fuck.
You were here so
Fucking
long, people don't want to see
bags
you
on
Caroline.
No, after a
Bags
while,
on you. Listen,
we get tired.
this is what we do, man. We create a show called The Bags on You.
Right.
And then Bob Uecker comes out at the start and goes, hey, man, remember that fucker from Saved on the Bell?
Yeah. And we get him.
He played the fucking guy anyways. He's going to fucking come, and he thinks he's coming for a goddamn audition, but meanwhile, we're going to fucking rape him.
See Norm Macdonald tonight through Sunday. Caroline's on Broadway, Manhattan. For tickets, go to carolines.com. I love you, Norm, and I love when you're here, and we'll be back right after these words. Norm Macdonald. Norm just came back and he wants to do his topical joke.
Yeah, I thought of a topical joke out in the green room.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Listen, man, Danny Gans, you know, the Vegas entertainer Danny Gans, he died.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And Dom DeLuise just died, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
And it goes to show you that maxim is true. It always happens in threes.
Oh.
Wow.
Because Dom DeLuise is
yeah,
okay.
two guys.
He's like two guys. We get it.
You are constantly thinking. Thank you. The great Norm Macdonald.
You know what I love? When Robin, in lieu of laughing, says, I get it.
Well, that's funny.
That's my topical joke.
Thanks, Norm. Go see Norm at Caroline's.
Respect.
Bye. Mad respect. Thanks, Norm. Great seeing you. It's good seeing Norm.
Norm's a good guy.
Norm's an upbeat guy. I like him.
I don't think that's the real guy.
You think there's a dark Norm?
I think there's a dark, sad...
I feel puppies.
Yeah, I think I got a glimpse of that dark Norm standing backstage waiting to go on to Caroline.
Really?
Nah, he's a good guy. He's just an up-tempo kind of fun guy.
Really him?
People who know him say he's fun.
All right.
Ralph went on vacation with him.
Wow.
I know that.
Yeah. He's a good man. Always liked Norm. I always thought Norm was great reading the news on Saturday Night Live. And
wasn't he the one, though, that they let go because he wasn't supposedly funny?
Yeah, that's what they said. The guy who fired him, of course,
funny to me.
has never told a joke.
Right.
Anywhere. So.
Wasn't he some kind of sports guy?
Yeah. Yeah, he was a sports guy. He's telling Norm he wasn't funny. But, you know, that sucks.
Yeah.
They didn't have to fire him like they go, you're not funny. I mean, clearly he was on Saturday Night Live all those years because he was funny.
What, did he all of a sudden not become funny?
Well, that's what networks do to guys. That's what they do. I told you. Fox says Chevy Chase is the next great thing. They hire him, they fire him after 9 weeks, and then they all badmouth him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it goes.
Great. Thanks.
Hey, anyway, let's get Steve Langford in here. Let's get the whole news thing going because it's late. It's 8 minutes. I was listening to Howard 100 News yesterday, and I heard the disturbing report that Teddy got mugged for his iPhone. Teddy, what does John call him? Teddy Microphone. I don't know when that happened.
Teddy just got married.
Yeah, it turns out he was on the subway, and he says like a pack of wolves, like 7 guys descended on him and tried to fight him. Grabbed his iPhone, and then he chased them, and they turned around and looked at him, and they said to him, "Hey, Teddy." Or whatever.
They knew him?
No. They said, "Hey, look, guy, stop chasing us. You're being foolish." Like, they almost said, like, what do you want to get your ass kicked?
Asking for trouble.
And Teddy thought about it, and he said, maybe this guy's giving me good advice. But the odd part of the story, and why I want to speak to Teddy, because this is upsetting to me, Teddy has one of those apps where he can track where his iPhone is, exactly where it is. He says, here it is. I know exactly where my iPhone is. And
so why is he chasing them?
Well, he called the police, and the police wouldn't do anything about it. He said, would you send a car over there and get my iPhone? There's been a crime.
Well, this is horrible because obviously these people are predators.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, here we have the technology to get the guy's iPhone back and catch a bunch of marauders. Why would the police not? I don't understand his story. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense to me. I believe the police would go check it out.
Why not? You know, they're doing the stop and frisk thing. This is obviously people who are up to no good.
Gary, when does Teddy come in so I can talk to him about this? Or is he not here till late in the show?
Gets in around 8, Howard.
8. Do you know anything about that story?
No, but John Lieberman's here, and I think you may have a couple of the facts wrong.
Oh, all right. John, come on in. This is John Lieberman. He's made his bones on the Tim case where Tim shit in the bathroom, and he...
now we look forward to every report.
He did DNA swabbing and all kinds of things, and all of a sudden he's like top reporter around here.
John Lieberman got 18 on the ugly meter.
Yeah, a lot going on around here.
Yeah. Who knew?
So Teddy went out drinking Sunday night with his new wife.
Right.
And he ends up turned around on the C train in Manhattan, headed the wrong way. So he's headed to Brooklyn.
Okay.
He gets off the train. He's discombobulated. Next thing he knows, there's 7 or 8 guys poking at him, reaching in his pockets, trying to mug him.
Right.
They end up getting his iPhone out of his pocket.
Right.
But they don't take his watch or his wallet or anything.
So far I'm with you. I think I got the facts straight.
Then he gets back home and he calls the police, but the police say they want to come to his house and do the report and everything, but he was drunk and kind of out of it and said
that's why. Okay.
Said I don't
really
I don't feel like dealing with this right now. So then he uses the app on the iPhone to locate his phone, and he sees it sitting on Fulton Street in Brooklyn.
Right.
For hours and hours, and then he wants to go back. Yesterday morning he told us he wants to go back and find his phone.
Vigilante style, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. And we advised him that it's probably not the best idea to do that.
Why won't he? So the police are not at fault. They came over, they were ready to come right over, take the report, and get the phone for him, and he didn't do it.
The police are not at fault. No, not at all.
Not at all.
That's
what I said, because it seems to me the cops would be all over this.
Well, look, I mean, people get their...
Where is his iPhone now? Is he still able to track it on his iPad?
Yeah, he's still tracking it on that app.
Now, why won't he call the police now?
Well, he says he was considering it. He says that he will call the police and actually go through and file the report.
What is he going to wait, a month?
I used to think Teddy was kind of a sensible guy.
And that makes no sense to me. Well, then it's his fault. He'd rather go out on his own and try and tackle these guys
and get killed.
Yeah. I mean, he was saying back there yesterday, that he wanted to go and.
Why don't you, as a reporter, go see who the guys are and interview the guys who took his phone?
Well, people on Twitter were like, go out and live tweet finding Teddy's phone on Fulton Street in Brooklyn. So
do we know where Teddy's phone is right now? We know exactly where it is.
Yeah, we know exactly. We know approximately the block it's on in Fulton Street. It's sitting in some guy's apartment blinking.
Hey, while I got you here,
yes,
I mean that story makes no sense to me. I don't understand it. I don't understand why he's not calling the police.
But can you imagine being that drunk?
No, I mean
you can't even call the police. You can't get involved.
How drunk are people getting also? What is that?
Did. The interesting thing is he did call the police, but once he found out it wasn't going to be a snap-your-finger process, I mean, they had to come out, write a report and everything like that, and he just said, you know what, I'm going to bed, I'll deal with it in the morning. And then in the morning...
He didn't deal with it.
He still hasn't dealt with it.
That's just odd to me. That's a fascinating man. I would like to interview him about that.
Well, I would also... I mean, was his wife with him?
Yes, his new wife was with him. And I believe that Sarah, Tim's assistant, was there as well.
Right.
Because they're all very friendly.
Right.
And it was, it was a party. It was a Sunday party. I understand they went to brunch and they were drinking all day. And sometimes, when you go the wrong way on the C train, you can get into trouble.
You're so drunk you don't know how to get home.
Right. He probably, was out of it.
So, and
not one of them knew they were going the wrong way on the C train.
Well, it was just the two of them. It was just Teddy and his wife.
At that point.
And, when these packs of gangs, these groups, I mean, they can smell blood. I mean, they could see that Teddy was drunk.
No, they can smell booze.
And they can smell booze, exactly. So they pounced on their prey. They found, that he was weak, and they got his iPhone.
Yep.
Luckily, he wasn't hurt. He had a little bruise on his head. But
well, I still say you should call the police. He could easily get his phone back.
Yeah.
And the imbeciles who took the phone.
Well, the longer he waits, the more ridiculous it is.
Something's up with that story. I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe it wasn't a pack of guys. Maybe it was one dude.
And one little dude, and Teddy's afraid to say that he couldn't defend himself.
Why wouldn't you call the police for your phone? It's a $700 phone.
Teddy says he actually ran after the guys after they took his phone.
Yeah.
He ran after them, and one of the guys said, "Dude, just go home."
Right.
Almost like,
right.
Don't.
No,
what are you doing?
Advice. Yeah, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yeah, the thugs were giving Teddy advice in his inebriated
They felt
state.
bad for him.
Yeah, yeah. I think they felt so bad for him. That's why they didn't take his wallet or his watch.
Well, yeah, that doesn't make sense to me either. The wallet and the watch. But, all right, I want to hear from him. But you bring him to me at some point. We'll give him a grilling. And I believe you covering the story when he goes to the police and being part of the chase down with the police. You would be terrific
go on the
that
ride.
beat.
Oh, yeah, we'll be there.
You'll be on the ride.
We'll be there for all of it.
All right, real good. Okay, keep me posted. Oh, while I got you here, let me ask you another thing.
Sure.
Did you do the toe fungus Gary report?
I did not. That was a Lisa G. That's her beat.
Lisa
Gary's
G.
toe fungus.
Gary's toes or Lisa's beat?
Yeah,
Yes.
I got to tell you, because I was so curious when I heard that story, because Gary was at my house over the weekend. And, of course, he goes to my pool. And I noticed his toes looked absolutely horrible.
He's got his fungus back? He had laser treatment.
I thought he had gotten rid of it, and it was like one of the toenails was like almost sticking up like in a weird way and look rotting. But on the report it said that he put on some sort of cover-up thing that makes his toes look normal, but they look nothing like normal.
What is he putting on his toes?
There's some sort of medicine, and the medicine is administered by a thing you put over the nail, and when you put it on the nail, it makes your toe look normal.
Why doesn't he get rid of this fungus?
When you were at my house, was that before you put this new cover-up on your nail?
That is true. There's before.
Oh, man.
But
I never saw anything nastier or gnarlier than that toe.
I think it's funny because they probably were... I've been at your house 3-4 summers in a row. This is the healthiest I've ever been. It's only
It's the one toe.
One toe, and
but oh my God, Gary, that toe has some fucking look. I mean, it is. You cannot.
What does it look like?
It looks like, to me, I looked quickly because I didn't want to bum out. And we were having a good time, and I didn't want to concentrate. But the whole time Gary's in my pool, I'm like, I hope that shit doesn't spread to me.
It doesn't. Mary and I had a long discussion. Mary's like, you've had this for like 7 years now,
right?
And she's like, we use the same shower and everything, and you don't. I don't think. I mean, it can spread that way, but I think I got it from I don't know, like sweat in the socks or running. That's what the podiatrist said.
No, it's unbearable to look at. And Gary's toe, it's the big toe. I don't know which foot it's on.
Both.
The big.
So it's the one toe on each foot?
That's right.
I looked at one and I went, oh, I looked away. And then, because I was talking to him, we had a good time. Right, Gary? And the big toe, and then it looks almost like the nail is lifting off the foot and it's sticking almost straight up in the air. It's weird.
Yeah, I think you must have glanced and seen that, but that's not what it looks like.
What does it look like?
It's just discolored.
You want to show?
No, but doesn't it stick? It's
it's not
super thick.
No, it's not any longer. I keep them trimmed. It's not any longer. It's not sticking up. It's just
it's
discolored.
Not bubbly.
Should we see it?
Now you would know because now it's been. I have this weird process where
it's cosmetically covered up.
It's cosmetically covered up, but the cosmetic stuff that they use also has medicine in it that's treating it.
Oh.
I mean, could you imagine what this is? They've been treating this thing for years.
It can't be killed.
I've had friends who have had this I've had friends who have had it for 10, 15 years.
It won't stop.
I've had the laser treatment 3 times, which got rid of everything.
But the one toe.
But the one toe.
Why is this toe so...
I don't know, Robin. You're a nurse. Tell me.
It's a mess. You never saw anything like it. And you're saying it looks normal now with this thing on it?
It looks more normal. In other words, if you stared at it, you could tell that there's something going on. But if you glanced at it...
I guarantee you Gary's nail is thicker than a normal nail. It's bubbly, almost like it's...
Well, you can't tell now it's covered.
Do you think the cover is good?
I bet you the cover's bad. Remember he thought his teeth looked good?
His teeth used to be good, and they were terrible.
I mean, my God.
It's not bubbly. It's just discolored. It's yellow.
I think it's more than discolored. I think it looks. Rotting.
I will tell you that they were in the best shape they've ever been in.
I hear that, but the one.
But I'm saying you've seen them 3 years in a row and you didn't seem to notice.
I understand. Oh, I noticed. Don't worry.
Notice like this.
But this one, this looked
scared you.
This looked like from Mars.
This isn't even the worst. This isn't even the worst case I've ever seen. Like mine are mild compared to others. First of all, the bottom of each of the toe is healthy. It's just the top part. It's like half the nail.
By the way, why can I have a discussion with you about this, but Ronnie can't have a discussion about anything?
I don't know. I just find Ronnie, he's such a good guy, but he's there's something in the way he grew up or something. He's immediately combative.
I think he must have been picked on or something.
You know what I was thinking yesterday, too, that he doesn't understand the term defensive because every time you say, Ronnie, why are you being so defensive? He goes, I'm not defensive.
I said good morning to him out there, and he grunted.
Right.
He grunted like a Neanderthal or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's very upset.
You can't even say good morning to the guy anymore.
Nah, he
was. I got to tell you, yesterday we spoke to him on a wrap-up show. Yeah. Hey, John and I got off the wrap-up show. It was the first time where we just, John and I, we sort of recap.
Right.
And we were like, I think we felt sorry for him. He seemed very defeated.
He's a confused guy.
And he seemed very upset, and he seemed really shaken in a sad kind of way.
Really?
He thinks everyone's out to get him, but he's paranoid.
His button is when anybody says anything about his lifestyle, like when Scott DePace questioned the going out with strippers, when the psychology guy questioned the swinger lifestyle, that's his Achilles heel. When anybody questions the way he's decided to live his life, that seems like he just explodes.
And Howard,
nuts, yeah.
and at dinner last night, Lucas was here for the wrap-up show yesterday, so he saw a lot of what went on with Ronnie.
Right.
And at dinner last night, Lucas was really upset in the sense that what he doesn't know the show, so what he got was that there was a guy that came to the wrap-up show, Ronnie, who he's met before, who seemed very sad, who seemed like he was going to quit his job because he was so upset about the way you talk about him. And Lucas was like, "Is Ronnie going to leave? Is he going to quit?" Because he just seemed so upset, and it was very upsetting to him.
So Ronnie upset Lucas.
Well, not on
purpose. There you go. You upset Lucas.
I didn't do that.
What?
I don't have to say hello to you.
What?
What do I have? Who are you to me? I don't have to fucking say hello to you in the morning.
I didn't say you have to say hello.
Well, I
see you out there, and I say good morning.
And I said, yeah.
And a normal person can just say good morning like everybody else out there.
Fucking open your ears.
You did grunt.
I said, yeah.
You were down tweeting.
I don't have to fucking talk to you. Who the fuck are you? Put your goddamn jacket on.
You don't have to talk to me. You're right.
Put your jacket on.
Were you really bummed out on the wrap-up show, or were you just
dude, you know what? Give me a fucking break with you and being all over my case,
First of all,
bringing these fucking douchebags in here to fucking rip my asshole apart.
Do you think?
You know
first
what?
Of all,
I don't really care anymore. You do what you want.
But can I say something though? My defense.
Be my guest.
Okay. Gary said to me with the Ugly app, there's a guy who developed an Ugly app.
But I'm going to take it
now. No, but I'm going to take it through the history because I don't believe the extent of your paranoia. You've got a problem.
I spoke to real police yesterday. Real guys that heard this bullshit.
Yeah.
This guy, they hear guys like this every day of the week in the police academy, and they know nothing.
Okay,
they're fucking book smart. That's all they are. They never spent a day on the fucking street. They don't know about security working with people.
Okay.
Fuck him.
Okay.
Okay?
Fair enough.
And fuck Wolfie, too, because half of that shit that was in that thing was written by him. He knows all. They all
Gary,
know
did
about
Wolfie
the show.
Write any of that you know of?
I'm telling you, Wolfie sent me an email this morning.
Fuck Wolfie. I don't want to hear about Wolfie.
But hold on, Ronnie, he said to me,
him.
He said if
he's a smirking face piece of shit. Okay? Fuck him.
Can Gary get out a sentence?
No.
Oh.
Wolfie just said, I
fuck Wolfie.
No, go ahead. What did Wolfie say? I'm curious.
He said, I swear to you, I met this guy, and he did a profile. He goes, I would, in no way, shape, or form did I write what this guy, the profiler, had to say.
Look,
and he also said,
his clubfoot shoes and shit.
What about a clubfoot?
I have no idea what he's talking
clubfoot shoes he wears.
What are you talking about?
That fucking guy was in here. He's a fucking douchebag.
But I mean, listen.
The profiler? Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The profiler.
But listen.
The guy who listened to the show since 1985. That's how he knows about everybody here.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
But I mean,
I could write the same profile.
But Ronnie, here's my point about you.
What are you looking at?
Well, you're exploding. You're about to explode out of your suit.
Ron, try to follow me on this. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But the guy said really weird things about me, too. But I listened, and I didn't explode.
I'm happy for you, man.
I mean, it's true. I wear condoms, and he's saying that I have an intimacy issue with my wife. That's pretty insulting.
But you've talked about that on the air.
And so have you.
That's what I mean.
You've talked about security a million times.
So how does this... No, I don't. No, I don't.
But everyone knows you're the security guy.
About what my fucking credentials are or anything else. You don't do that kind of shit.
But you get so angry.
You keep your mouth shut.
You're the only one who gets angry.
I'm going to stand here with my hand on my heart now. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. You get so angry, though. So say to the guy, hey, I don't believe that.
Fuck him. I don't have to come in and fucking patronize him. Fuck him.
And I heard the wrap-up show. Do you really think that I orchestrated the Ugly app so that you would get a 0.0?
I didn't say anything about the Ugly app.
You said it on the app, on the wrap-up show.
You said in the wrap-up show that you thought that, not that Howard orchestrated, but that it was orchestrated against you.
I said that a long time ago. So I didn't have to say it on the wrap-up show.
So you think every bit is orchestrated about you?
I said it back then, dude.
He thinks every bit is orchestrated.
Ronnie believes that every bit.
Yeah, because you know it fucking riles my ass up.
I had no idea that you'd get a 0.0.
Whatever, dude. I don't care.
How could anybody predict
You know what?
that?
I'm going out in the hall. I'm doing my thing.
Yeah, because you can't handle it.
Yeah, right. I can't handle it.
Howard, can I make a
crazy?
No,
can I make a small
these guys
point?
are full of shit.
Somebody tweeted last night that yellow book, Security for Dummies, and Ronnie
retweeted
retweeted
my fucking handbook.
He said, "This is my handbook. It's
That's
one of those
right.
yellow
And you know
Security
what?
for Dummies book." Can I finish?
It was securities. It was for fucking.
What are you getting so close to me
It was for the fucking stock market. It wasn't even real securities.
Oh, securities.
Yeah,
securities,
exactly,
not security.
Read the fucking,
I was getting to that, but you started to attack me.
Fuck you. I didn't attack you. Put your jacket on. What are you doing without a jacket?
This was an impromptu visit in the
Don't come in here
studio.
without a jacket.
I wasn't planning on coming in.
Well,
Can I just
without
make
a
one
jacket,
small point?
you know?
Yeah, sure.
You look like a bum.
Ronnie on the wrap-up show yesterday said that they singled him out. I said, well, why would Wolfie single you out? He said, because it's good radio. And I made the point that they profiled Fred and wouldn't making fun of Fred
Fred might kill
be
him.
good radio as well, but they didn't.
Your security training has taught you that, Ronnie.
They're afraid of Fred.
And then he's got an explanation.
Well, I mean, you had a meltdown on the wrap-up show. I had no idea.
I didn't have a meltdown.
You sounded like Lucas.
I didn't have any fucking meltdown.
You scared Lucas?
No, I didn't scare Lucas.
You scared small children.
I wasn't even yelling.
Something's going on because the past week you've been. Yesterday I asked you about your new. I asked you about your new car and you jumped down my throat.
Oh, it's not your business.
He has some kind of new pace car, all painted up.
It's not
that
your
my
fucking
sources
business.
told me.
My sources told me. And I know who your fucking source is. There's one source here that knows about it.
Who?
So I know who your source is.
Who is the source?
I'm not revealing
You don't, because I have multiple sources on this
multiple
one.
sources.
So talk about your painted up pace car.
None of your fucking business.
What do you mean a pace
It's
car?
none of your fucking business.
Ronnie, what is a pace car? You mean like
none
at
of
a
your
track?
fucking business, dude.
You're talking about a pace car that keeps at the track? You have a
that
pace car?
Don't worry about what I have.
Wow.
I'm not talking
What
about
do you know about
We
this?
break news. This is what I'm telling you,
What
Howard.
is it? You don't even know what it is. You fucking come to me yesterday and try and pull it out of me, and I won't tell you shit.
Because I'm not going to give up my source. I'm not going to give up everything I know. That you have some crazy colored, painted up.
Yeah, crazy. No.
Pace car
I had
in your
it painted
garage.
like that, right? You stupid ass motherfucker.
Well, then explain what it is. Why are you
I'm not explaining anything to you, man. I don't have to.
Are you now an owner of a pace car?
Don't worry what I am.
What do you mean? I'm asking you as
I'm
a
not
friend.
telling you. I'll tell you off the air. I don't have to tell you anything on the air anymore.
Wow.
Wow.
And then you threatened me yesterday with the block party. Oh, you want to be part of the show? Or you want your block party?
Is that a threat?
Then you better talk.
Is that a threat?
Yeah.
No, I never said that. Did I say that, Gary?
If I'm not part of the if I don't...
No, I never told you. Again, you're paranoid.
Yeah,
I said to you, like you tell Lisa G, you want to be part of the show, and then sometimes you don't want to be part of the show.
I'm part of the show
Either
all the
you're
time.
in or
Don't
you're
fucking
out.
tell me that,
But
man.
you can't talk
I've taken more shit around
No
this
one can
fucking
talk to
place.
you anymore.
Between me and Gary, we took more shit in this place than anybody else.
Well, Gary
Gary's not on your side.
I don't care if Gary's on my side.
I asked Gary about his disgusting toe.
I'm making a statement.
I asked Gary about his disgusting toe. He doesn't freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I don't have to
You
tell my
are
fucking
freaking
personal
out.
business.
You're
okay?
freaking out.
I'm not freaking out.
Someone asked you about your car and you're freaking out?
Because he's an idiot. What is it? Why is there
Why the personal attacks?
Why is there a story in that?
So you're calling me an
Because I
idiot?
bought a fucking car. Why is
So
there
you're
a story
calling me
in
an
that?
idiot? I asked you about it too.
What?
I asked you too. What's a pace car?
I don't want to
I'm not
talk.
gonna- So I'm an idiot too then, I guess. You're calling me an idiot.
Whatever.
Thanks. Nice. Called me an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, these personal attacks
Idiot.
are really
Look,
unwarranted.
The things you fucking called me over the past fucking
I haven't
2
said
years?
anything.
Oh, please. You put me down like I'm a fucking piece of shit on the street.
Yesterday I didn't put
always
you down
put
for a
me
minute.
down, man. You love it.
When
you
did
love
I put-
doing it.
Name something where I put you down. You just called me an idiot. So what do you?
Whatever, dude.
Because you don't have an example.
I have plenty of examples.
I've only treated you nicely.
I have plenty of examples.
No, you don't. Name one.
I have plenty of examples.
Give me an example.
You're always fucking making fun with the security thing.
I didn't say anything.
Always.
The guy
man.
profiled
you.
you.
Put me down constantly.
The guy profiled you.
My security guy is fucking half the size of me.
I never made a height
joke. How do I have a fucking guy like that with me?
Did I make the height jokes?
Dude, I've heard it a million times.
I don't know. No,
I don't make the height jokes.
I mean, everybody else
I've heard it a million times
All
from
right.
you.
Everyone around here does. You don't hear it from me.
Yeah, okay.
I'm paying you and hiring you, and you're saying I'm putting you down.
And you're making fun of me, too, all at the same time.
No, I'm not.
It makes no sense,
I
but
never
okay.
made height jokes.
That's why I'm here.
Go find one. Go find a height joke.
I found them.
Ever since we had the roast.
I can't believe he's this sensitive.
I'm very
You should have heard him on the wrap-up show. He sounded like a crazy man.
Yeah, I'm a lunatic.
You sound like a lunatic.
A crazy
guy asked you
man.
about the car.
No, fuck him. I don't have to fucking answer him. What the hell is
Do
this?
you hate everyone here who asks you questions?
No.
It's not like I asked you some incriminating question.
Here, let me show you how he does it. Let me have this.
That doesn't work.
He walked. No.
Oh, okay,
I
go
just want to a little demonstration.
Ronnie's holding a microphone.
Okay.
He wants a.
This is radio.
He walks up to you and he sticks this in your fucking mouth like this. He
Go
goes,
ahead. Well, that's
what's this I hear about this new car you got?
Right. So what'd you say?
Mind your business. It's none of your business.
No, actually, you said something much more profane than that.
Like what?
Get the fuck out of my face. I don't have to tell you about my car.
Yeah, exactly.
Why can't you just say?
Do I ask you about your car?
Ronnie, why can't you just say I don't feel like talking about it?
I do. That doesn't work with him.
You just say, excuse me, I don't want to talk about it.
Doesn't work with him.
No, I stay on it
and
because
he stays on it with that thing. He sticks it in your mouth.
If it's an issue,
like it's somebody's cock.
If it's an issue that people back there are talking about, I heard you, moron. If this is an issue that people back there are talking about, then I am entitled to ask him about it.
He's the newsman. He's got to ask.
It's not news.
But it is true. You got a pace car?
People back there are talking about this.
I'm not embarrassed.
Why won't you talk about your pace car?
I ain't fucking embarrassed.
Why won't you talk about your pace car?
It's a great fucking car. It's a collector's item.
So tell us about it.
No, I don't want to tell you about it. Because it's the way you handle it. When you walk up to somebody and say, hey, listen, hey, Ronnie, you know, I just heard something from somebody that you got this really cool car. No, instead you walk up and shove this cock in my mouth and go...
Cock?
When did it become a cock?
He loves.
You think it looks like a cock to you, and you think
that's right, and he's tempting me with his cock.
That's his cock.
So you want me to get another microphone that isn't a phallic symbol? Is that what you're saying?
I talk to Lisa all the time. She doesn't walk around with that thing. But you stick it in everybody's
Well, that's because
mouth.
you have ulterior motives.
So
with
what
Lisa.
is this? You bought a pace car. Do you go to the track with it?
No.
What, you drive it around town?
It's a car.
It's a regular car, but what does it have? Stickers all over it?
It doesn't have stickers all over it.
What does it say on it? How does one distinguish that it's a pace car?
Because it says it.
It says pace car.
Indianapolis 500 pace car.
Now, this is a car that you drive around in every day?
No, when I feel like taking it out.
Is this in addition to your other cars? Or?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah. It's a collector's item. It has collector's insurance on it, everything.
Now, what's so special about a pace car in the sense that it's...
They only made 500 of them in that year.
And why do you like this so much?
Because I like cars, okay?
Do you feel that people...
You like your things, yeah. I like cars.
Do people
that
feel...
bothered you too, I know that.
No, I'm asking... I didn't do anything.
You were doing so good, Ronnie, up until that.
Do you feel people will think you're...
I feel shit coming on.
No, I'm asking you...
I'm paranoid,
but
remember?
let it come on. Don't just anticipate it.
Do you feel people will think you're in the race car business if you drive a pace car?
I don't care what they think.
But doesn't it appear that you're in the race car business?
No, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's the only question I had.
Good.
Do you wear a jumpsuit? When
I wear a jumpsuit. Yeah, I wear a jumpsuit, a crash helmet,
a helmet
racing gloves,
with a microphone.
I don't know anything about
with my pit crew.
I don't know. Is this common that people drive around in pace cars?
No. Yeah, they make 500 of them. It's a collector's item. People like to buy them because they're really into the.
I'm like Jay Leno. I collect cars.
It's a replica of the car that was actually used maybe that year.
Oh, it's a replica.
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't actually used at the Indianapolis 500. They made 500 of them.
I see, and it's a special thing to walk around with a
special
pace
edition
car,
right?
And it says pace car on it.
Yes.
And then people will look at you.
Yeah, it draws a lot of attention when you're driving it down the street.
That bothers you too. Your hair draws a lot of attention too. You know that, right?
Your hair?
Yeah, his hair. He's got this whole thing going on. He won't admit he dyes his hair. Everybody knows it, but okay.
Ronnie, he's just trying to push my buttons.
No,
do you dye your hair?
I unequivocally do not. I unequivocally do not dye my hair.
My fucking buttons, Mr. M26.
And
look how defensive he gets.
Look how gray it is on the side.
There's no gray. Your fucking eyes are popping out of your fucking head.
Look how gray it is on the sides. Okay, if I
you leave a little bit. That's the whole idea.
You are not going to round me up, Ronnie.
Look at my mustache. Look at all the gray I leave in it.
You're scaring me with your laugh and the fact you're so close. Listen to me. If I use the product that you claim I use...
You don't like that I'm close? How about when you stick that black thing in my mouth, huh?
Excuse me? If I used hair color, it would be a much better color.
No.
It is gray on the sides.
No, you try to make it more natural looking, but, you're not doing a good job.
I swear,
you're not doing
on my child, I don't dye my hair.
Well, there you go.
So there you go, Ronald. Are we done?
No. You always attack. You came in here.
How is it attacking
I was
you?
out there minding my fucking business.
How is it attacking
Oh, wait,
you?
here's Wolfie. Let's find out.
I'm not talking to him.
Hey, Wolfie,
No,
how you
I'm
doing?
leaving for this part.
What is it, Wolfie?
Sorry.
Here he goes
Sorry.
again.
Oh,
Yes.
you're such a baby.
Yeah,
Just
I'm a
listen to
baby.
Wolfie.
Yes, I am.
So what do you have to
'Cause I
say?
don't
Maybe he
wanna
wants to
talk to an idiot.
apologize to
No,
you.
not him. He's a smirk, fucking
smug.
Yeah, smirky, smug bastard.
Eccentric to think
Yes.
that I spend any of my time.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because
Wolfie's point is, no
Wolfie,
one.
you want to be so part of this show, Wolfie. I know you would do anything to get your airtime. That's why you brought the fucking guy in here yesterday.
Why did you listen to Wolfie?
I don't
want
to listen to him. I'm going to talk right over him.
Why?
I really don't give a shit about Wolfie. I give no shit about Wolfie. When we do our block party shows, he covers it in Pennsylvania. He'll only turn in interviews that talk bad about me. That's fuck you, Wolfie. Wolfie, go and fuck yourself, man. I don't give a shit what you say. I don't care what you say, Wolfie. I really don't care.
Did you write what the profiler said?
He doesn't have to. Everybody knows what he fucking said.
Wait a second.
It's air. It's been talked about on the air.
Can I ask him a question?
No.
I can't ask him a question.
No, it's a fucking waste of time, man.
Well,
everything that guy said yesterday, okay? We've talked. Everybody's talked about on the air. Right from KC being whatever he was.
You don't think he was right about Casey?
That's what I mean. Everybody knew that.
Right. He wasn't saying anything.
And we talked about it on the air.
That crazy.
You're a paranoid baby,
Yeah, well, you said that yesterday too, Wolfie, okay? You just so want to be here so bad, you know? I understand it now. I understand it, Wolfie. Wolfie, it's fine. I'm glad you got in here yesterday. I'm very happy for you.
Wolfie.
But you know what? You're not here every day, and I know you're going to cry about that, so
Wolfie.
it's fine.
I don't need to be there.
Oh, you do need to be here. You need to be here in the worst way, because I know you beg for a job here. I know you beg for a job. You beg for a job here, Wolfie. You beg for it.
Ronnie,
you beg for it, dude.
He won't let Wolfie talk.
No.
What is that? Is that your thing?
I filibuster.
You talk over everyone? Is that your thing?
What? So it's okay for him to fucking walk all over me.
Well,
I am
well, let's hear what he's got to say.
I don't want to hear what he's got to say. I don't care. That's the whole thing.
I care.
Well, good. Then you can listen to it. I don't have to listen to it. Why do I have to stand in and listen to something I don't want to listen to? Why? Why do I have to listen to it?
I don't have an answer for that.
I could be in my pace car.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Wolfie. I can't hear what you're saying anyway, so...
Have a good day, Wolfie, and you'll keep trying to get a job here.
Marianne from Brooklyn, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard. This is the best ever. Ronnie, you know I love you. Howard, he stands up. He's 60-something years old. He watches you back at AGT. I'm watching him from the box.
I don't have a problem with him. He can't communicate with anyone. A guy comes in here.
Fine.
Ronnie can't handle talking to anybody. I never saw anything like it.
It's old school. He was born he's more like my age, and he feels very defensive, and I think everyone's sort of picking on him.
Maybe you're right, Joe. Go ahead. You're on the air.
Ronnie, you are such a baby.
Yes, I am. Of course.
Ronnie, here's my point.
Go ahead.
Man, you bust balls around there nonstop. Somebody...
Wait a minute. I bust balls around here?
Yeah.
How do I bust balls around here?
You're constantly joking with people and playing around.
There you go. Yeah. Joking. There you go.
No,
joking.
You walk up to people, you tell them to fuck off, and then you say you're joking. But the people don't know you're joking.
Oh, they don't. Please. They know me long enough.
You bust balls.
Yeah, okay. Everybody busts balls around here.
Well,
everybody.
So you should take it a little bit. And I don't think that guy yesterday was busting your balls.
I take it from the people around here. I don't have to take it from outside people, dude. I take it from you. I take it from everybody here. Nobody gets their balls
Is this a case that you can you can dish it out, but you can't take it? No,
that's bullshit. I take it. You can't tell me I don't take it.
All right, let's go to Clayton.
That's horseshit.
Clayton, what do you have to say?
You don't take it gracefully.
No, maybe I don't, but I take it.
You got to calm down. You're going to have a fucking heart attack.
Yeah, no,
Clayton,
I'm going to blow another eyeball.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, now I see why your eyeballs are blowing out of your head. Clayton, go ahead.
Hey, Ronnie, you got the 82 Vet or you got the Buick Grand National?
Neither one, dude.
It's the
Come on now.
Neither one. I'm serious.
It looks like a Corvette to me, the one I just saw.
Well, that one he says he doesn't
I'm saying it's a Corvette, but it's not 82.
Oh,
Ronnie,
it's a Corvette.
Ronnie, I'm sticking up for you. It's a very sharp car.
By the way, it's
very sharp.
It's not 82 pace car. It's a 78 pace car.
Wow.
Okay, man.
That's no, not mine. But I'm just saying the pace car he's talking about is not an 82. It's a 78. Silver and black two-tone.
Ronnie, are you upset with the source for telling John Lieberman about your car?
You know what? It's part of the deal around here. I know who it is. I definitely know who it is.
Who is it?
I'm not saying.
Who do you think it is?
I definitely know who it is.
I'm wondering. Is it Richie
Wilson? I'm not saying anything. I just said I definitely know who it is.
Richie Wilson.
I didn't say anything.
I'm asking you, who's the source? So you don't know. Because you would identify.
Okay, I don't know. Okay. I don't.
It was not me.
Was not Richie?
Did not say word.
I didn't say it was Richie.
It was multiple sources anyway.
I didn't say it was Richie.
It was multiple sources anyway.
Who are you suspecting?
Good for you. I'm not.
Why are you not telling me that?
I don't care.
I care.
I don't care.
Who do you suspect?
I don't suspect anyone.
So maybe you don't really know.
I don't really know. You're right. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. Don't know.
Oh, wow. Boy, oh boy, you worked up.
Yeah, I'm worked up.
I mean, I've never seen you this worked up.
Yeah, well.
I mean, it's unbelievable. And when the things you said about me were
terrible. It fucking bothers me when a fucking retard comes in here with club feet and fucking tries to rip my fucking ass apart about the job I do. He knows nothing about the job I do and how I handle people, really handle people when we're in a situation. So he can go fuck himself.
Do you think...
He never handled a situation in his life.
Here's a note I just got. Ronnie talked about the pace car at his last party, and John Lieberman was there.
So, who needed a source?
I don't know.
I actually don't remember hearing about it there.
Maybe I did talk about it that day. Whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
He's my source.
Let me see.
Let me see if that's the right picture, Gary.
Is that Ronnie's pace car?
Let me see it.
Is that your pace car?
Let me see it.
His pace car.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nope.
Can you imagine him driving around in his pace car? How often do you do that? I'd like to see that.
When the sun shines.
Yeah, well, tonight's day, you take it out.
Come out in the rain, it'll never come out in the rain or the snow.
Do you drive it at high speeds?
No, absolutely not.
How fast can your pace car go? Must be able to go very quick.
It's a Corvette. It goes as fast as a Corvette goes.
What's the top speed it can go?
I have no idea. I never tried it.
Have you used it on any bridges and tunnels in the city?
What?
Have you driven it into any
tunnels?
tunnels?
Look at cameras?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Because I never even... It came from Kentucky and it came on a truck. So I've never brought it across a bridge yet. Okay?
Was it delivered to your home?
Why is that? Well, look at you. Your fucking eyes are popping out of your head. Why is that so interesting to you? Was it delivered to my home? No, somebody dropped it in the middle of the street somewhere and left it there. And they called me and said, "Oh, your car is in the middle of the street. Go get it." What is wrong with you?
I'm a reporter. I do details.
Howard 100 News.
Well, then why don't you work on your details?
He does.
Because obviously,
Ron,
you're not working on your details.
He does Howard 100
But he's not working on his details.
He is. He's asking you.
If he had a story, he should have came in here with all the details, pictures,
well, he's asking
everything.
You.
He's not a fucking reporter.
Well, he's not going to go to your home and spy.
Steve Langford back. He got fired from his job.
You're telling him
he needs a job. Bring him back, will you please?
Now you're trying to get me fired.
Go pack your fucking bags.
Now you're trying to get me fired.
I told you that. I told you that. I'm going to get your bags packed.
I don't think it's your place to even suggest to fire me. You're not my boss.
That's right.
Look how upset you are. You look like you're going to cry.
What?
Look at you. Look at you. You're all upset. You can't take
because
it.
I don't want my reporting question. I don't want my reporting question.
Oh my God! I don't.
Did I not have a story?
No, you have no story.
It is a story. You have a pace car.
You have no details. You don't even know what fucking color it is.
Why do I need to know what color it is?
You don't want him spying on you.
Because you're going around there. Is it orange? Is it pink?
These are called questions. Reporters ask questions, Ronnie.
Yeah. He doesn't know all the answers. He has a source.
Before he comes in and makes a statement, he should have the details.
What?
He's a reporter.
But he's asking you. You're the guy running the car.
I'm fucking telling him shit.
Look, I'm not going to break down the fundamentals of how to be a reporter for you, okay?
If I won't tell him the details, isn't it his job?
All right.
Wait.
This is crazy.
Isn't it his job?
Crazy. This is
crazy. Isn't it his job to go out? If I won't give him the details,
Ronnie,
a report.
He's not going to go spy on you,
dude.
It's not.
Now I might.
He just asked you a couple of questions. You're getting so fucking defensive.
Let me guess. You want a portion of the guy's book proceeds from yesterday, right? Just like you wanted some of the ugly app guys.
I don't want anything from him. Believe me.
Listen,
at the last thing I wanted something from him.
I have to go back to work and work.
Put your jacket on. Go find out what color my car is. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Go ahead. Do some work.
You really want me?
Do some work. Go ahead.
Sounds like a challenge.
Yes, you'll have to break into my garage then. And then you'll go to jail.
There are other ways.
You'll go to jail.
There are other ways.
You'll go to jail.
He's going to sit out and watch and with a camera and photograph you. You don't want that.
I got people everywhere.
He's going to stake you
got
out.
people nowhere.
Brian, go ahead.
People everywhere.
Listen, will Lisa G please fuck Ronnie?
By the way,
I'm pent up.
I would love to have that all go down, too, because that would be great. All right. Thank you, Brian. Listen, Ronnie, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
Thank you, John Lieberman.
Have a nice one.
I still say John's a great reporter. I'm sorry, Ronnie.
That's good. I'm glad.
All right.
I'm happy for you.
Wow, that was some interview.
He's amazing.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I was trying to tell you about Gary's toe fungus, but I do have to...
That got gobbled up in the Ronnie man.
Sure did. What is it, Carl?
Hey, Howard. Ronnie's a bitch, man. Who flies off the handle like that as a security professional? Think you got off-duty cops with you. He would get rolled up in a heartbeat. He'd get that handlebar mustache punched right off that fucking face if something really happened, man. Thank God you got real cops with you.
All right. Listen, Carl, thank you.
Thank you.
He'll come running back in here screaming.
What is it, Gary?
That's the car.
Oh, that's Ronnie's car?
It's got more than a decal on it.
Oh, my God. It's a whole
those
thing.
cars are really painted up.
Official pace car. And then it's got Corvette written across the glass.
Because I forget what
Everything
kind of car
but Ronnie's
it is.
name is on the car.
Yeah. Fred, you are into cars. Do you understand this at all?
I don't get the whole Indy car thing at all.
Right.
I mean, I think it kind of looks retarded. Personally.
You think it's silly for a guy that age to be driving around?
And he's got that in his garage now.
I don't know. It's kind of like, it's like an adult version of like a Power Ranger or something.
What does a thing like that cost? Is that an expensive?
It's funny.
Piece of change.
It is because
they probably get you when it comes out. I don't know the collectability on those cars, to be perfectly frank with you, but some of them don't necessarily go for any more than a regular.
I think there's collectability because it's 1 of 500. So if you can find someone who's interested in it, then they probably
Right, it has to be the same kind of.
But the only thing I think that makes it distinctive
that Ronnie has
are the decals.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to drive around with stuff written all over my car.
But I don't even want to have like a vanity plate.
Right. But
and the whole thing is when you drive around in a car like that, everybody's looking at it, wondering what it is.
Well, also, you're driving around and people are assuming you're something tied in with the race car community,
Well,
right?
sometimes you don't even, because I always see, guys with race cars on a flatbed as they're coming to and from races, and everybody on the road is looking at the car.
Right.
Well, Ronnie will be driving this thing, so everybody will be looking at Ronnie. That's
and
what
won't
he
they
wants.
assume he's a race car driver of some kind?
Well, when you look at him,
I'm racing in the HOV
you're sure
lane.
that's not the case.
Right. No, but I mean, it's sort of like if I...
It assumes involvement.
It's like if I wore a David Letterman jacket. You would think that I worked on the David Letterman show, right?
Right. But
and then people would walk up and go, "Oh, what do you do on the David Letterman show?" I go, "I don't do that. I like the jacket."
That's a perfect example because you could buy those in the gift shop next to Letterman.
Right.
Right, but I don't think Tony Stewart is driving around in a pace car.
That's what I mean. Probably like that would be like me driving around in I don't know.
A milk truck.
Yeah, I mean...
yeah. Are you a milkman?
You're a milkman, aren't you?
I just worship milkmen.
Your information.
Yeah.
I am like a brony with a Corvette.
Is that the car?
For your information, okay?
Is this the car?
Tony Stewart owns a bunch of cars like that.
He does?
He collects
He doesn't
them.
drive around in them.
Yes, he does.
But he's a race driver.
But he belongs in one of those.
Yeah.
That's what he does for a living.
He
What do
tells
you-
you that, Ronnie.
What are you talking about?
In other words, let's say I like the milkman industry, and I drove around in a milk truck.
Why is this such a...
Or one of those ice cream trucks. I love the ice cream.
Why do you
Ron,
buy
why-
every new phone
Do you
that
sell
comes out?
Mr.
Why do you
Salty?
buy every
I buy a new phone
fucking
because I want to be up on the latest technology.
This
And
is
it also
something you
works.
like,
Yeah.
okay? This is something I like.
Right.
And that bothers you, too. See, I don't get that either.
No, I'm trying to understand
No, it
that.
bothers
It doesn't
you.
bother
because
me.
you're making fun. You're making fun of it.
I'm not. I'm asking.
You are. You're making fucking fun of it.
You assume
it
asking
bothers you.
You assume asking a question.
You owned a Corvette for 3 days and you got rid of it because
didn't like
it's
it.
not your thing.
Right.
This is my thing. I like cars. I'm sorry it bothers you so much.
All right. Fair enough. Thank you, sir. You can't have a conversation with him.
You can't because it's unfair, dude.
It's unfair to talk to you.
I could do this all day.
You attack my character. You attack my height. You attack my job, and now you attack my car. You've gone too far.
You know what it reminds me of? Imus wears cowboy outfits, but he's not a cowboy.
Right.
But he likes it.
He walks around in that duster, and you expect him to pull a 6-gun on you.
Yeah, you think it's like Clint Eastwood from a spaghetti western, and like Imus walks around in that
cowboy hat
get-up. And you go, well, like, if you didn't know who he was, you'd say, oh, sir, what ranch do you work on? And, you know...
what rodeo do you ride?
Right.
Yeah. Are you a rodeo rider?
Are you with the rodeo? You know, and he'd go, nah, what are you talking about? Don't say that to me.
I just walk around like this.
Right. And Ronnie walks around like a race car driver. All right, listen, I love Ronnie.
Sometimes I put on a dress and pretend to be Danica Patrick.
Ron, why react this way to stories? I mean, you're only perpetuating the story. You're only keeping
Scott's
it going.
trying to figure out my car. Forget it.
You figured it out, he says.
Yeah, what is it?
95.
Well, anything's possible.
Fair enough.
Ron.
Yeah.
Why keep a story moving like this?
Yeah, now, see, Lieberman will run in there now because somebody else did the work for him.
I don't give out any.
Somebody else did the work for him now. He'll go in and say to Scott, could you print me out a picture of the 95 then?
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
He came in to me with it.
Yeah, but I'm saying Lieberman didn't do that. That's his job to do. Not somebody who works in the office back here.
Ronnie, why act so closely guarded about the story? Why not just own up to it, give your information, and move on? I mean, you know
Why
how
should
things,
I?
Because you know how things work around here. You're making it.
Business.
You're making it worse.
It's not his fucking business.
You're making it worse,
I have
Ron.
people out here. Get the fuck out of here. I have a job to do.
John, why do you think this has set him off so much? I mean, what's going on with Ronnie?
Ronnie has been irked lately about a number of things. I think the psychological profile yesterday, whenever anybody pokes at his lifestyle or how he chooses to live his life, he goes off. And then whatever comes subsequent to that, he then goes off. So I happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time when I asked him about the car yesterday. And a reporter's job is to probe. We ask questions to find out the truth. So I knew, Ronnie confirmed that he got a pace car. I didn't know all the details, but I knew the way to get the details was to bring it up on the air with Howard. And look, now we have the details. We have the year, we have the make, so Ronnie is just angry. I mean, that's no breaking news.
All right, Robin, it's time to hear from John Hein. Johnny boy, come on in, pal, and tell us what's going to be on the wrap-up show. Wrap-up show has been on fire. Lest anyone think it's been not on fire, you're wrong, because yesterday's show with it is Ronnie Mund going at it. It was unbelievable yesterday.
Yeah.
What are you going to be talking about today?
You think that something is up with Teddy Microphone getting mugged and losing his iPhone.
It's just weird that he doesn't call the cops and get his phone back. Where is that fucking guy?
Yeah, he's here now.
He's here.
Explain that.
Teddy, come here, just real quick. I don't want to spend all morning on it, but I wouldn't mind an explanation. I started out at 6 o'clock in the morning with this. Teddy.
I did go. I went yesterday.
Oh, you went to the police, but why would you wait? I mean,
well, no. I couldn't go that night.
Is your drinking out of control?
No, what?
It's
average.
Do you and your wife get just fucking slammed?
Well, everybody gets pretty slammed in our circle.
How many drinks did you have?
I don't know, like umpteen.
Are you that umpteen? Are you that fucking bummed out about your life?
No, not at all. We're having fun. We were with a huge group of people. It was just like super fun. I mean, it's what
you can have fun without getting completely fucked up.
Yes, of course.
Let me tell you something. I've cut my drinking back almost to the point. I don't drink almost.
I know.
I barely drink.
Well, I mean,
I might have one drink a week.
I know. I know.
Tell you, look at me. I'm having as much fun as I used to. Are you blacking out?
I was browned out, I'd say.
What does that mean?
That's a little less than
What's going on with you?
I don't
young
know.
guy. You're that miserable?
It was just a really fun time. I don't know. It was
you
a
think
party.
That's fun to black out?
Yeah, it's not fun to get on a subway afterwards, But
so you got
going
on the
subway
wrong
way and everything. It's just crazy.
You say a pack of hyenas. You say 7 guys.
It was like National Geographic.
They took your.
What
does that mean?
Like the wounded wildebeest and like all the 8 hyenas are nipping at it. Like
so you were drunk. You were on the C train.
Yeah.
And with your wife, and they surrounded you, and they took your iPhone from you.
Yeah, I mean, they were all nipping at me, and I was kind of fighting them off. And then one of them, as we were getting back on through the turnstile, one of them got his hand in, grabbed the phone, and he was
at some point,
gone.
you got to give up, because who knows what can happen.
But I did go to the police yesterday. I mean, I called them that
why wait
night.
2 days?
No, 1 day.
One day.
I followed the advice of the 911 operator.
He's got an iPad, and on the iPad, it tracks where your iPhone is. He knows the exact location. The cop said to him, Just you have to file a report, and we'll go get your phone.
And you got to jump through their hoops. I mean, they don't. It's not like
hoops.
I mean, it's not like they
got to
just go kick down the door.
Well, of course, because they got to make sure that you really own the iPhone. They can't just you call them up. They just can't go get it.
But
for
it's
you.
also a little minutia involved because it was at a train station, so now it falls under the Transit Bureau, and then it's this, and then this, and this. And I went to my local precinct, which is up here.
All right. Do you have your iPhone back?
No.
You have an iPad. It tells you exactly where it is.
It's still sitting in the same spot where it was.
Where are the police on this?
They are now investigating, but you know,
investigating.
Yeah,
you mean
detectives have been assigned and everything. Yeah,
and you gave them the location.
Yeah, and they need to, in fact, come and collect my Metro card to double check where I was when I swiped it and all that other stuff. They're
By
really
that time,
going deep.
the phone's going to be gone.
As soon as the battery dies on the phone, you can't track it anymore.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Well, I got lucky.
Look, Teddy wasted several days.
He did, but I mean,
one day, Robin, one day. It was yesterday afternoon.
And the reason you didn't go to the cops right away because
I called 911. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and it was Sunday night, and I just wanted it. Yeah, I was just like, I have to get up.
You were wasted.
The guy's like, the 911 operator was very nice, but they said, oh, we'll have to send a car over to your house, and I figured it would take hours.
All right, well, keep us posted.
Look, I'm fine. It was like, we're very lucky.
No, I know you're fine.
I mean,
but you should have your phone back.
I'm a little sore here, but that's all right.
What, they punched you in the head?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Well, of course not. You were so wasted, you blacked out.
Yeah. Well,
listen to me, my friend.
That concerns me more than the phone.
Listen to me.
That you put yourself in danger. I love these people who decide that they can go and be out of their minds and nothing's going to happen to them in a big city.
Now Robin's upset with you.
I'm sorry, Robin.
That's right. You probably sore from falling down when you were drunk.
Yeah, he probably hit his own head.
I know. That's why I didn't bring that up.
Didn't you recently bash Benji on the wrap-up show?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I heard it.
What?
Benji, you and Teddy having a hard time?
No.
I've always liked him. I just thought he was real Weasley about it because he bashes me on air and then he comes up and
I bash him off air and then I can't come up on air.
No, but then you come up to me off air and you said, "Hey, I just made that up because I want to get on air." So
I didn't say that. I just said that's my. I'm like I have to. I have nothing to say here right now. That's my angle.
Well, you said you didn't really.
No,
feel
but
that
like
way.
little things like the shoes. Like when you brought up his shoes today, like these little fucking things that just drive me crazy. Last year with the wig, with the whole Rock of Ages Benji thing. Seriously.
He tries to draw
eyeliner, but then again, I zoomed out and I stepped out and I said, wait a minute, I've only been here 6 years. There was the Benji who came in African garb. There was the Benji who did this. So maybe that's his thing. And I said, it's not my place to. And then I felt bad that I was just in a grumpy mood and it was, I don't know, pre-wedding stress.
You've also been critical of John.
It was after your wedding.
You've also been critical of John Hine. You feel he's too straight-laced for the show.
John Hine?
Yes,
no.
John Hine. Isn't that true?
No.
Yes, it is.
No, not at all. Straight-laced.
Too straight-laced. In other words, he should be a little looser.
He's a straight guy, but no. I mean, I don't think he should be looser.
You're not critical of him?
No. The one thing I did say was when he got the fast food truck, I was like, the guy doesn't eat any condiments, but,
Okay. All right,
that
Teddy.
was everybody's criticism.
Keep me posted on that phone.
Yes, if I get the phone back, I'll let you know, but otherwise. The new one's coming out in 6 weeks, so I'm eligible for an upgrade.
So maybe you don't even need it.
That's
exactly.
Right. Yeah, let those guys have it.
Oh, yeah, they can have it.
All right, thank you.
Later.
Concerned about his drinking. Do you think you could stop drinking for 6 months?
No.
You can't.
Absolutely
so you're an alcoholic.
No. What?
Are you an alcoholic?
No, but...
That means you are.
What do you mean 6 months? Why would I want to?
Stop for 6 months because...
What's in it for me?
Health, to show that you're not addicted?
Not good enough. Maybe, I don't know, I'm going to miss out on a lot of fun.
Can you stop for a month?
Do you
think
I could.
You could? Do it.
But I won't.
Show me.
I can't.
You're an alcoholic.
You got to raise the stakes.
You're an alcoholic.
What do you mean?
I mean you're an alcoholic.
No.
You can't quit for a month.
I can. I can do anything I want. I can do anything I put my mind to.
Quit for a month.
No.
Why?
Because.
Because why?
Because I'm having fun.
Having fun.
Yeah.
You have any other kind of fun?
Life without booze is not fun.
Exactly. I'm not going to lose my arm. And
let's go, baby.
All right. Okay, you might have a problem.
Well, we'll see. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
All right.
I know. You've been right about a lot of things.
Right about everything.
I know you're
America's
right.
judge. All right. Thanks,
Goodbye.
Teddy. Right, Robin?
Right.
Right. See, even Robin agrees.
Teddy, microphone. Sir. Obviously a tumultuous Sunday for you.
Yeah, no big deal. I mean, I think I had it coming. I got robbed of my iPhone, and I did go to the police yesterday and filled out a report and, started the whole minutia, really jumping through all the hoops.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that you think you had it coming?
Oh, man, I was easy target. I was like, blacked out drunk on the subway and going the wrong way, and then I don't know. I mean, I probably just stuck out, and I'm sure like, look at this idiot, and whatever. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. They didn't get like my wallet or my watch or her engagement ring or anything like that. So it's just a fun. The whole thing's actually rather embarrassing. So,
well, I'm sorry to hear that it happened.
It's all right. I'm lucky. I consider we were both very lucky. None of us got hurt. None of us got robbed majorly. So,
and they can't rob you of your spirit.
That's right. They can't take what's in here. Later.
Hey, look who's on the phone. Dale Yeager. You know who he is?
Yeah, he's the guy who was here yesterday that Ronnie lost his mind over.
I don't want to talk to him.
Dale, what's up?
Hey, Howard. I'm sorry to bother you, but I heard earlier, I'm listening to the replay of the West Coast show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear Ronnie making a statement which is absolutely ridiculous and asinine.
Which one is that?
Well, he made a statement. He goes, well, I've talked to real police officers, and they say they know these guys. They're all book smart. They hear them at the academy. Howard, I've been operational in the field. I'm operational now. I work on cases. I'm in doing interrogations. I'm not a guy who's just some college professor that stands in a room and gives theories.
No, I tried to tell Ronnie about it, but he won't listen to me.
Ronnie's screaming too loud to listen.
And you know what blows my mind is, of all the profiles I did, and I actually did one on Robin, but we didn't get to it. But of all the profiles I did, his was the shortest.
Right.
And he got the most upset.
Yeah, I still don't understand what he got so upset about.
I don't either. And that's another thing, too. I wanted to clarify. I said that I believed, and again, it's not definitive, I believe that he, in his past, has done swinging because of all the stripper things. Well, swinging is when you have more than one sex partner at a time, 2 people or more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he understood what the definition of that was. I just wanted to clarify that.
All right, Dale, fair enough.
All right, thanks.
All right, thank you. That's Dale Yeager, who is a professional profiler who got into a huge fight with Ronnie yesterday.
Yeah, well, he's probably set Ronnie off again.
He might have. I don't know. It's very possible.
Ron.
Yeah.
Now that you've had some time to think about things.
Yes, we played that.
What?
Have your feelings changed now that you've had some time?
No. Feelings changed about what? The guy's a fucking professor.
Well, he said he has done some field work. He
says he's still in the field, giving lectures. That's not the field.
Seems like you're giving him a lot of power by not answering to him.
He has no power. I talk to real police officers. They know about guys like him. They laugh at him.
What else is in the news?
What do they do?
They laugh at him.
How do they do that?
Starbucks, Macy's, and other...
Stop turning the radio off.
I can't hear you. What did they do?
They laugh at guys like Dale Yeager.
And how do they do that? That's scary, man.
That's right.
I wouldn't come near Howard if you were
Yeah, it's like a fucking Creedmoor laugh. You know where Creedmoor is? Huh? You know where Creedmoor is?
I'd imagine it's about 2 feet in front of me right now.
You never heard of Creedmoor?
No, man.
You heard of Creedmoor?
I've heard of Creedmoor.
You heard of Creedmoor?
It's a mental institution.
Yeah, I know Creedmoor.
That's where Ronnie should be.
So I was right. It was a couple feet in front of me.
Yeah, that's where Ronnie should be. Locked up in it.
I'd feel, speaking of security, I'd feel a whole lot safer if this interview ended.
Good. End it. End it.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, there was a lot of Ronnie. First, Ronnie, it turns out, knows that Taylor Swift's fans are called Swifties. We don't know how he knows that. Then Captain Janks called in and talked about the prank call he made involving Ronnie. And finally, Ronnie told us that he went to see the play Cinderella. Yes, a 60-plus-year-old man went to see the play Cinderella. Here's how it all went.
Another argument that we had, sort of, I wouldn't say argument, but discussion we had before the show, and Howard picked up on it during the show, was about Taylor Swift singing along to all the acts. You know, some people felt that she was doing it for camera time. I'd ask JD, but he can't come down here right now.
How come? What's he doing?
He's in a meeting, but he does feel that way.
I'm with
as
JD.
Do you. And I and Steve both feel that she's a young girl who just likes music.
I think that when you go to an event like that, where you're really the focus of attention, she's not just anybody going.
Agreed.
She's the focus of attention. Yes, you should go and have a good time, and there's a party that says, hey, I'm going to go do what I want and be who I am. But there's another party that knows that every little thing you do, the camera's picking up on. So I think that her singing every song is a move. It's a move to get on camera.
I disagree. I think she's just singing along, and she's enjoying the music and being a 23-year-old girl.
Can we tell the audience that you, off the air, refer to her as Tay-Tay?
On the air, I've said Tay-Tay many times.
So you're in a whole other league.
Look, just because I've seen her in concert 5 times.
Have you seen her 5 times?
5 times. You know I'm going again, right?
Are you?
End of March.
What city this time?
It's local. Going to Newark.
John's he's like the Grateful Dead. He's like a deadhead for Taylor Swift. What do they call them?
What?
Taylorheads? Do they have names? Taylorhead road groupies?
Swifties. How do you know that? How do you know that, Ronnie?
Don't worry about it.
No, how do you know that?
I'm smart.
No, how do you know?
I'm a goddamn genius.
How do you know a Taylor Swift groupie? I have 2 teenage daughters. What's your reason?
Yeah, I have a teenage girlfriend.
Is that why you know? Is Stephanie a big Tay-Tay fan?
She likes her.
Do you like her?
Not particularly.
No, not for you?
No.
Not your speed?
She is cute. I got to say, she's a cute kid.
Yeah, she's, well, whatever.
She's very all-American looking.
Yeah. And I don't think her music's bad. Some of it, not all of it. Steve Brandano agrees. I see him shaking.
I think it's funny because you don't think her music is bad. I'll give you 10 other artists that like dance around her genre that you would probably hate.
That's true. I like her older stuff, like Tim McGraw. But anyway, let's get Ronnie. I'm glad.
I like her Greetings from Asbury Park album.
I'm glad you're here.
Are you really?
Yes, I am. Because
good.
before getting into David Spade, I did want to ask you about that prank call that Janks did because apparently you weren't a big fan of it.
Not that it wasn't a big. I mean, he got upset because I didn't knock him on the news. I just said I was, I'm friends with a lot of cops, and it was a whole cop thing, and cops were getting shot and killed that day, even. So
Was it not fun and not funny?
It was his stuff is funny, but you know what? He got all bent. He started knocking me on Twitter because I said, because I did the news story with Lieberman saying, that I wasn't too thrilled about it, but, I didn't say I hated it.
Do you think Janks did the wrong thing by doing it?
He never does the wrong thing because he's always doing those phone calls. So,
He's done a couple of calls I think he wish he could take back.
Are you pissed at him?
No, not at all, but he's pissed at me.
Janks, are you pissed at Ronnie?
Janks, you there, buddy?
I'm not pissed at Ronnie. I was just bummed out that because I thought he would think it was cool. When I did the prank call, there was no reports of anybody being shot or injured. I did it before any of that stuff went down, and
I didn't hear it till that night after this all went down and the cop was shot and then he died. He had already died.
And Janks, in all fairness, nobody had been shot or killed that day. He'd already killed 4 people.
But the thing is I don't do this to make fun of a tragedy or to make fun of people being shot or injured. I do it to show that these people on the news, after 25 years, they still can't stop it. They still don't check their sources. And, I let it out that it was a prank call early on. I didn't keep everybody on about it. And I kind of figured, Ronnie, it would be good for the block party. And I just could imagine all the phone calls that you must have fielded within the first 10 minutes after me doing that call.
I agree with Janks, by the way. I know he does these during some pretty weird tragedies, but to me, it's always a mad rush to be the first to get the scoop, and it almost seems like these news organizations care so little about what's going on and care more about getting the person on. And I agree, most of the time, 99% of the time, it's not a bad thing. There's like 1 or 2 that he probably shouldn't have done.
Well, Janks proved that, I thought, with this call. Janks, she would have talked to you all day.
What's that?
She would have talked to you all day, it sounded like.
Yeah, but I kind of got nervous because, again, I was thinking, well, if there are people, if you would have watched it that day, you heard that the reporters and everything, they were getting in the police's way from doing their jobs. So, I mean, me doing a prank call to that show was probably just, I think, was just comical. It was just to show that these people were so willing to put anybody on the air without checking any sources that I could at least get through and do it. I just didn't want to string anybody along.
You know where I thought Jax used to shine for me? Jax, what is the Philadelphia version of, I guess up here, it's called the DOT. What is it, like the Department of Traffic, like the roadworks people? What are they called?
Right. It's called PennDOT.
PennDOT. Every single snowstorm, he would call as the head of PennDOT and always get on it. I would think, how do these people not know who that is and what his number is? And he would they go, now from PennDOT, we have this guy. They put him on.
Jax, you're a master of your craft.
But Ronnie, you're not mad at me.
No,
right?
I never said I was pissed. I just said, if you listen to Lieberman's story, I never said I was pissed.
You weren't pleased, though. But I just wanted to make sure you didn't have a problem with me because I'd be bummed out. I was bummed out that you didn't like it.
It's not that I didn't like it. I'm saying it's not that I didn't like it. It was just, I don't know. At the time, it just hit me the wrong way. I don't know.
All right. Thanks, Jax. We're all good. What did you do for Valentine's Day? What did I hear you saying?
Hey, listen, you're going to Taylor Swift. I went to see Cinderella.
I'm going with my daughters. What did you do for Valentine's Day?
I went to see Cinderella on Broadway.
My God.
How was it?
Why?
Because that's what Stephanie wanted to do for Valentine's Day. She's into Cinderella, I guess. I don't know.
She thinks you're her prince.
Yeah, I am. I am a prince. I got we sat third row, I was a prince.
Someday her prince will come.
Yeah.
How was
exactly,
it?
After I'm gone.
What'd you think of the show?
It wasn't that terrible. I didn't fall asleep, so it wasn't that bad. Actually, they added a little humor into it.
How so?
And they made little jokes here, here and there.
I got to ask you a question.
Good.
I'm not being facetious about this at all or anything. Were there mostly kids at the show?
No, absolutely not, dude. It was all adults.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
And it's not even open yet. It's in preview, and it was sold. It's been sold out for date.
Really? Who's in it? Anybody big? Any big names in it?
Not that I know. Not even in my day.
No Angela Lansbury?
No, there was somebody. I forget who it was. I recognize one name.
Did they cast well? Was Cinderella?
Yeah, she was hot. Yeah, she was definitely hot.
Did she look good when she was working the house or when she became,
Oh, when she became Cinderella, she's in this hot gown. I'll tell you what, though, the live effects that they had on this show are amazing.
Yeah?
I mean, like, the dresses... They like changed right in front of your eyes, and you didn't even know they changed.
Like Kelly Clarkson's dress at the Grammys.
Yeah, exactly.
They just spun around and bang.
Yeah,
they were
exactly. It was crazy, and I'm sitting like 3 rows back, and I'm trying to figure this out.
You think it'll make it on Broadway?
It's opening March 3rd.
I understand. Do you think it'll stand the test of time?
I think so because a lot of kids. They're going to take a lot of kids to see it probably.
But you said it was adults.
It was adults. There was there were some kids there, but I'm telling you, it was mainly adults.
Cinderella.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was great, man.
I'm sure Stephanie must have been thrilled, though.
Oh, please. Unreal.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked a lot about Mark Cuban and him entertaining Shark Tank pitches from the staff. So Richie Wilson came in with his winning pitch, but Tim Sabean came in with his losing pitch, and Scott DePace came in to explain why he didn't pitch at all. Lots of fun, as always, on the wrap-up show. Mark Cuban also came by, and he was a great guest. He was all fired up, a lot of energy, had a lot of fun things to say, and then he had to sit through those pitches of Tim and Richie Wilson. I want to talk to Tim about his failed pitch. I want to talk to Richie Wilson about his successful pitch. I think everyone was surprised that Shittens ended up going over well with Mr. Cuban. Yeah, I think Tim was bummed out. I know he believes in his idea. He was excited about it. I wanted to pitch his other idea, which is a leash for a television remote. I'm sorry to give that away, Tim, but
You're talking about the thing like whenever you go to the shittiest hotel in the world and they have the leash on the remote control?
Gary,
like
don't let him know that. But his app to find, clean places to go to the bathroom, I know it exists, but apparently Tim's is a little bit different, but we really didn't get to learn the details because Mark Cuban shot him down pretty quickly.
He went, eh.
Yeah.
do you think that in Tim's pitch it was necessary to tell Mark Cuban, a guy you're A, trying to get money out of, and B, a complete stranger? He could have just said, hey, sometimes you got to go to the bathroom. He didn't have to tell him that he shit all over the wall.
That's what makes Tim, Gary. He didn't have to tell him, but he wanted to, add some color to the story and get him interested, and I understand that.
Tim came to me afterwards. He's like, this app is going to kill. He's got it under control.
Yeah, get Tim down here. I want to talk to him about this app. Did you know he put $8,000 into the app already?
He told me 4, but it's going to take another 4 to get it to where he needs it to be.
Oh, okay.
So I
figured it was the other way. He said 8, which means he's probably put like 16 into it.
No, but the thing that I didn't know how to say this to Tim, because even before he went in, I was getting texts like crazy, or IMs like crazy, that there's like 50 apps that already do this. But Tim was saying that they're not interactive, but I haven't seen them. I would think they would be. Yeah. In other words, if you're going to go look for a bathroom, it would seem like you just Instagram a picture of a clean bathroom.
Richie Wilson, though, has put 8,000 less into his idea, and he got the endorsement from Mark Cuban. And I saw out in the hall, you guys were buddying up. Is this gonna happen?
I put 8 minutes into this. That's all it was.
Yeah,
quick little idea, and he liked it. He was really cool about it in the hallway.
I love the idea, by the way. As a frequent user of Man Groomer or whatever you call it, it's a great idea.
Were you surprised that he went for it like that?
No, because everybody I spoke to said it's a good idea. Like, I haven't heard anybody, no pun intended, take a shit on it.
So what are you going to do?
I'm trying to reach out to companies now about having it manufactured. I'm looking for, and if a company's interested, get in touch with me. And Rachel's at home right now. She's looking up manufacturing companies.
Here's your problem, though. What about all the other people out there listening who are doing the same thing?
I totally know that, but listen, it's out there. I knew that going into this, that I'm putting it out there.
Did Richie copyright it in any way by doing it on the show? Can he take this tape and document this date as...
Yeah, I mean, it serves as some type of copyright, but if I'm the manufacturer, I thought of that 2 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've been working on it ever since.
But you have to have proof of that, though.
But that was exciting. I mean, look, he took you at first it was kind of goofy, but then a couple minutes in, he was taking you very seriously.
For the simple fact, he didn't tell me to get out like he told Tim.
Yeah.
And he said that, and when he said there is something there, like I almost skipped a beat, man. I was like, this a billionaire businessman liked an idea that I pitched him, and Ronnie told me he was laughing about it and loving it all the way down the elevator. He was cracking up.
Even if you don't get a dime, at least you get that satisfaction of knowing that he endorsed your idea.
Yeah, and he told me in the hallway, he said, you really should try to get on the Shark. He said, you really should try to come on.
Oh, so get on the show.
So as soon as if he would have been here with people, I would have asked him, is there a number? How do I get in touch? But I didn't want to ask him, like, hey, give me your email address.
Are you going to change the product name if you have to get on Shark Tank? Because I don't know if they'll let you go on.
I would do a Shittens brand, because for like a guy, like a hunter, they would love to use Shittens in the woods. Like, that would be great. But I would have to change the name, somehow.
You got to change the name, because the place you need to sell it
is to moms and.
I'm not talking about that. Like, you can't get into Kmart or Target or
unless you put
DJ's
like the pound sign and percentage or whatever tens. You know what I mean?
That's actually a better idea.
Yeah.
But even some of those places won't deal with that.
That got me 3% of the company, by the way.
You're in. You're in. You have 3% of nothing.
I appreciate that. The other thing, I know other people were upset, Gary, because they wanted to pitch and didn't have the opportunity to do so.
I know. We had I think we had 5 people out here altogether. You know who was supposed to pitch and declined to pitch was Scott DePace. And what happened was, basically, Scott DePace told me yesterday, I no longer believe in the video caddy, in a sense. He said 19 years ago, great idea. 9 years ago, great idea. He goes, things have changed. Everybody's got a camera on their phone, so I don't believe it anymore, and I'm not going to come make a fool of myself.
Wow.
Well, I also know this morning he was saying he didn't know about this segment until yesterday afternoon.
Right.
So he didn't.
Well, that's okay.
I mean, I think he wanted some preparation or to have a pitch.
For somebody who's been working on for 19 years?
I'm surprised. I mean, he's got a lot of pride. I know that, and he believed in that product for a very long time.
Technology's changed.
But for him to admit that, that's a big step. Now, do you think he did it just because he didn't want to do the pitch?
I think he did it because he's out of video caddies and it doesn't matter anymore. I don't know if I don't know. Scott, if you're still selling them, let me know. But I remember him telling me he sold out.
I mean, the video caddy is 5 times bigger than the iPhone.
Yeah, but you could still, you got the brand name. You can make a smaller or
iPhone caddy, iCaddy.
You could do something like that. We're all geniuses here when it comes to this entrepreneurship. All right, Scott DePace, you weren't able to. I didn't know you gave up on the video caddy. That was news to me. Gary just told me that.
I sold the last video caddy 2 years ago, maybe.
How would we know that?
I told you guys. I mean,
it's quite obvious. I haven't had the website up for a year and a half. I don't know.
Because I check the Video Caddy website every day. No, it's funny. I mean, I just didn't know. I didn't know.
At some point, it was definitely out there. I know it's not on your radar, but you knew at some point. Trust me. I said I wasn't doing it anymore.
You're extremely entrepreneurial, though. It surprised me that you didn't pitch today.
I mean, I've got other ideas, but with Gary, it was really odd. Yesterday, Gary came into the control room and said, "Are you ready for tomorrow?"
Well, that's because Will had sent you 2 notes to 2 different email addresses, which I guess you don't check Lotus Notes?
I do check Lotus Notes. Then never got that.
Here's the email. You can look at it. That's from last week with some other email address that I have no idea. You have 7 different email addresses.
PatMedia.net I have not had in 12 years.
How would I know that? And then the next one
How would you know that?
The next one
I haven't had it in 12 years.
The next one is a Lotus Note address. Scott?
I swear to God, I did not see that. I do see it here, so I'll have to go back and check. But I did not see it.
But again, when I type in your name, and this is a bigger issue, but people have all these outstanding email addresses, and how are we supposed to know what email accounts are active?
We're all Lotus Notes.
Then that's what we do. We use Lotus Notes only. That's fine.
Wait a minute. So I had an email address that changed about 6 months ago. I
didn't remember which one it was.
I let our IT guy know. I let Tracy know.
But I can't spend 25 minutes looking up trying to find your old email which says what your new email address
system.
But that's not how it works.
You know what? It's a bigger issue. That's actually a Lotus Notes.
What
issue,
else can I do?
But anyway, if you had an idea to pitch, would you have pitched something if you had more time?
I have plenty of ideas, but I wasn't really prepared. I didn't know exactly what was going to happen. I didn't know whether I needed to have artwork and all this stuff ready to go. If it was just an idea, yeah, I've got ideas, but I didn't think that he was going to take anything seriously today.
But he took Rich's idea very
seriously.
Yes,
he did. That idea is horrible.
Oh my God, you're so jealous. He totally took that idea seriously.
Is horrible.
It is not.
You're not
horrible.
really going to do it. You're not going to do that stupid
Scott,
idea.
you really don't think he took that idea a tiny bit serious?
I think
he was on the show and he wanted to sort of, but
then why didn't he take Tim's idea serious?
I think he did take Tim's idea seriously. He assessed Tim's idea,
right.
said it had been done, and said goodbye. He listened to Richie's idea.
He said you've got something there.
And I don't think he was doing it to be a nice guy.
I wouldn't invest $1 in that idea. I mean, you don't have
$1 like him to give.
A wife would do. Sure, I do. A wife would do just as much as a glove. How do you take the glove off? I don't know. To me, it's.
But that's the best thing about Shark Tank is they really don't care what the idea is.
Can it make money?
It makes money. If Richie proves that Shittens is a moneymaker, he'll invest. Why wouldn't he?
For the guy that made Post-its, he said, "I'm going to put glue on the back of a notepad," and people would have said that's stupid, and they made billions off it.
You can't just.
It's
the same type.
Why are you so frustrated by this?
I'm not. I'm frustrated trying to explain why I think Shittens is a stupid idea, and I don't think Mark took that seriously. I think he was on the air going, "Hey, yeah, that's good, yeah." But let's see you make $1 with it. Let's see him actually put $1.
I gotta say something. I'm watching you here, and I'm not trying to open up a larger issue. I promise you. I just don't think you can revel in anybody else's success that isn't
Gary,
yours.
that is not true at all. You come up with these thoughts that there's no accuracy to that. If Richie had made $1 million, that would be awesome.
But here's a point.
I'm simply saying that Mark, I don't think he was being genuine.
And I disagree with you. What you're saying is you don't like Richie's idea. That I get. But Mark seemed genuinely interested in that. Why did everybody see that but you?
I guess you guys aren't as bright as I am. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I don't think he would put $1 into that fucking thing.
What did you think of Tim's idea?
To find a bathroom?
It was an excellent idea.
I think I can find a bathroom quite easily without an app.
Why was Yelp so successful?
Was what?
Yelp for restaurants.
That's it. But that you're getting a review. You don't review a bathroom, how clean it was.
No, I think that's what Tim is saying, that people are taking pictures and reviewing the bathroom. Here's a clean bathroom in a 25-foot vicinity.
Well, listen, I mean, I could shit in a porta-john. My wife does want a clean fucking place, so maybe there is something to it. I don't know. I wouldn't invest in it.
Tim, were you discouraged at all? I know you've put a couple bucks into this.
No, not at all. Not at all. It just propels, and I love challenges. And let's follow through with this thing and see where the challenge goes.
Where did you come up with this idea? It wasn't from the incident here.
Well, no, it was. I was thinking about this, and I went online and I looked at a couple of things, and I saw what they were, and I saw how the ugly meter took off. I saw how Yelp worked. I saw that there were applications on the web or on iTunes and so forth that were that identified restrooms, but this has other layers to it and other services to a potential user. So I thought, why not?
What other? I mean, I know you don't want to give away the tricks of the trade, but what other services could it possibly have?
Well, there's communication. There's a rating service on it. There's other, community type things where you can participate. There's
Wait, how do you participate in the bathroom?
Because you
tap
pictures.
your foot and you can find gay guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So no, but you take pictures. You upload the pictures. People, it's like a lot like what Yelp is.
Scott, what are you making faces for? You think this is a dumb idea?
No, it's not.
Of course,
it's not a dumb idea.
I don't know. I don't see.
I think it's a really short time to guys just start putting pictures of their junk on there.
That too.
And then you'll be a millionaire.
Exactly right.
And Tim, you put $8,000 into this?
No, not $8,000, but it's. I put about $4,000 into it just to check it out and understand it, and to realize what it's all about.
You should talk to me. I've got plenty of good app ideas.
How did the video caddy do?
Why did you use any of them?
Because I'm too ballsy to invest $4,000 like he did. I mean, I'm not ballsy enough. Right. Sorry.
Best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, what's up? This is Will, and on Monday's wrap-up show, Sal came in to talk about how horrifically bad his relationship with his wife is going. And then I came in to talk about another disaster, and that would be Richard Christie eating my wife's placenta. Check it out.
Let's turn to you, Sal. You spent a lot of time in the studio today, and why do you get that look on your face?
It was a lot of time.
I got to tell you,
it was rough.
I can sit there and help recite your greatest hits all day long. it's like you don't even remember. You go, oh yeah, I do remember that time. You fascinate me on that level. How you go and do things, and then and by the way, you don't actually ever learn. Like to learn something like Paula Deen hasn't learned it's wrong to say the N-word. Someone told her it's wrong to say the N-word.
Right.
And that happens to you a lot. You go, I learned my lesson. No, what you learned is not to say that ever again.
Yeah, and it hurts. It sucks. But that's the way life is. Life is a learning experience. I know not to do things anymore that I used to do. And that's just the way it is.
Do you consider yourself a defeated man? Because both Howard and Gary say you are.
Definitely not.
Why? Tell me why you're not.
I still have my wife. She still supports me. She still loves me. I have my children. I have my home. I have my friends. I have a healthy family. I have a lot to be grateful for. So
you do, but when your wife tells you that her idea of a good day is you not being part of it, doesn't that freak you out a little bit?
A good day, a good day without me being a part of it to my wife is a day where I'm not doing something where I'm being the dancing monkey, the laughable jackass.
No, but you said you went to your wife and you said, I thought, this could be a little fun, help you rest. And she goes, you know what resting is? What did she say?
She said relaxation is when you leave me alone and I get to relax. And that's when I was asking her for sex. At that moment, she wanted to relax. So
It seems like there's a lot of moments she wants to relax.
Yeah, so let her relax. It's all good. I mean, there's nothing worse than sympathy sex. Every guy hates this when you're begging and begging, then she finally goes, okay. And then you just feel like a charity case. You feel so pathetic inside. And guys will do a lot for a piece of ass. But at that moment, it's just like, how can I climb on top of you with these feelings? So I eliminated that sympathy sex feeling by just waiting patiently for her to say, let's do something.
But you realize, for all intents and purposes, you've also eliminated sex.
That's the consequence of this new thing that I'm doing, yes, unfortunately.
How long do you wait?
I just wait.
No, but how long does it take typically?
Well, it's just when she's in the mood. That's primarily it. It's, it could be once every 2 weeks. It could be once a month. But when it's there, at least it's genuine.
And do you think it's because of the kids and the dog, you just don't have time? Or do you think she doesn't really want to have sex with you?
I think it's because of everything else. It's because she has a busy day with the children, with the dog, with the shopping, with the laundry, with keeping the house clean. She does a lot. She's on the PTA. So, When she's ready for me, she's ready for me. And you know what? It's believe it or not, it's fine by me. It's okay.
Why did you have such a tough time coming up with your favorite sexual position? When you walked in, you said you really didn't have one.
I didn't, but the one that I want is the one. That one that I'm looking forward to is the one that what I would consider my favorite. When I see that on the web, I would love to do that.
And how do you sell that to Christine?
You don't. It doesn't even come close. It doesn't happen.
Does she probably even know what it is?
I wouldn't even explain
Would
it.
you show it to her? Or would or can you show porn to your wife, or is that disgusting?
She'd show me the phone, and then she'd show me the yellow pages, and then she'd show me attorneys in the yellow pages. I mean, you can't come home and say, honey, I want to get on all fours, push my dick between my thighs, and suck it. You can't. I just can't do that with her, even though I'd love to. But if she suggested it, I'd be all for it.
What are the odds of that?
0 to none.
Gary, do the two of them just coexist?
No.
Is that a fair... I'm not asking you. Hold on.
But it's me. It's my marriage.
I know. You'll get the comment. I want Gary's comment first.
I said this, on the air today, and I said it in the news. It's like they own a business, and the business is raising the kids. And they're very good at the business part of it, but the rest of it can be difficult at times. I know a lot of people, it's phases that you go through, too. But it seems like they're just coexisting. Like, again, Sal said today, which is no way to live, I'm just trying not to piss her off. I'm not going to fight with her. I'm not going to argue with her. By the way, your suggestion today about what you really said today inversely was, if you talk to your wife long enough, you'll probably end up killing her.
Maybe.
Right?
No, well, I don't know. I don't want to piss her off, and she doesn't want to piss me off, so we get along great. That's it. That's a good marriage. I've had so many people come up to me when we've had the downs and said, look, you have to do this, you have to do that, go to therapy. Half of those people are divorced. I'm still going.
Hey, marriage is hard work. We all know that.
Anybody could walk down an aisle. The hard part is making it work.
But like you said, Sal, every question that Howard asked you about your relationship, your answer started with 18 years of marriage. I mean, you must have said that like 10 times. We know you're married for 18 years.
Badge of honor.
And, hey, it's something you should definitely be proud of.
Yeah.
But do you feel that your marriage has gotten better over time, or have you just kind of settled into it?
Considering what we've been through, we've prevailed, and I think our marriage is really, really good, and I'm proud of.
So, what are the things that you guys do for yourselves without the kids?
Like we'll go to dinners, I guess, from time to time. We really don't do much without the kids. They're here for the summer with us. They're not going to camp. So
your kids. I mean, I remember I only have 2, and you have 3. That's your kids are at a tough age. Like, you think little kids are tough, but then when they get older, there's a whole other set of issues you got to deal with them going here and going there.
Yeah,
and then it just becomes like a fucking taxi.
Yeah, the worrying, it just never ends as far as the worrying, and there's always something new. There's always some new dilemma. There's always something. But we don't do much alone, but we don't mind it. We rather do things as a family.
What about giving up your man cave, Sal? You talked about that today. I know that was tough for you, but did you do it for the kids? Did you do it for Christine? Because the way you described the bedroom, it sounds like her bedroom, not your bedroom.
It's her bedroom, and she wanted to buy furniture. I said, do it. She goes, I'd rather you be with me. I think it's my fault. I said, go ahead and do it. I left it up to her. I came home. I didn't think I would have a room designed by a 7-year-old girl, but that's what I was stuck with. I mean, my lampshade has flowers on it. My nightstand is white shabby chic, or whatever the fuck you call it. But whose fault is that? In the old days, I might bitch about it. Today, I say, hey, I should have gone to the furniture store.
But why is it too late to say, hey, I mean, I see how this turned out. Could we do this or that? Like, you do have a say in this.
But why bother? Why?
Because clearly it bothers you.
It doesn't.
Really?
It doesn't bother me. I sleep in the bed. The sheets are clean. I have my nightstand. Granted, it looks like it should be, for a chick. When I was on Wall Street, my boss came into the house to see the house. He walks by our bedroom and goes, oh, you have a daughter? I said, no, this is my room. He's like, it is?
But you understand, you're almost describing staying at a hotel. Your clothes are cleaned, your meals are made, and your room looks nice.
Yeah, and I can't touch the air conditioner. It's adjusted. Well, one day we're laying in bed, and my wife's like, did you touch the air conditioner? I go, no, I know better. I know my role is to sleep, shower, bring home the bacon. That's it. And you know what? It works. We get along. We do laugh. We do conversate. My therapist said I have to talk more to her, get involved in her life, and I do it, and it's interesting.
But Sal, do you think it works because you're doing everything that she's telling you to do?
I think it works because I want to make it work any way I can. That's it.
Rob in Jersey, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how you doing? Long-time listener. Hey, Sal, you ever see Shawshank Redemption. There's that term in there called institutionalized. That's what it sounds like your marriage is. It sounds like you're institutionalized. Like you just go through the motions every day. And I don't know, I think you guys should maybe seek out a little counseling or something.
We went to counseling once, and I broke down. I cried hysterical as soon as we got to counseling. I had so much in me. I just lost it. And I don't want to paint her to be bad or anything, but she just found that comical. She started laughing. And I think it was a way of maybe cushioning her feelings.
Right. But considering what you guys went through, do you think one attempt at counseling was enough?
No, but we got in the car and she goes, $300. I could have bought a nice pair of jeans for that.
See, but that should be talked about in counseling.
Right.
That a nice pair of jeans is more important than your relationship.
And we did. And we went back like 3 or 4 more times. And I just felt like maybe the counselor wasn't good, but I felt like that wasn't working.
I don't want to go too deep, but did you feel that way, or did she feel that way and that influenced you?
With the counseling?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the one who put my foot down and said it must happen in order for this.
No, about the counselor not really working. Did you feel it wasn't working, or did she get in the car every time and go, this is a waste of money, I could be spending it elsewhere, and that influences you?
She said it once or twice, so maybe subconsciously it influenced me without me realizing it, but I felt after 4 times myself personally that it really wasn't working.
Give us a call as we move on to Richard's desire to eat Will's wife's placenta, which apparently is going to be fulfilled, Gary.
Yeah, I thought the hardest part of this equation was getting Tracy to agree to give him the placenta, but no problem.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not keeping it.
Tracy Murray, team player. So,
but there are. I've heard people who have taken them for whatever reason. They freeze them, and
well, for cancer purposes. Because, God forbid, like somebody needs a blood transfusion or whatnot, there's a particular, I'm not a doctor, but there's particular cells in there. If you save the placenta and, God forbid, something happens to your child, you might be able to utilize the placenta to help your child out.
Sal, I know you're not a doctor, but does this placenta thing, like, are you good with it, or does it gross you out?
It's horrible, disgusting, but it's great. I mean, I can't believe he's going to do it. The thing is that I love to cook, so we discussed that I'm going to possibly make placenta marinara for it. And if I can turn the placenta into a delicious dish, that would be quite an accomplishment.
But doesn't that disguise the taste of the placenta with your sauce and everything else?
Yeah, but if you're taking shit and putting it in a pan and you can make it delicious, that's something else.
John, would you eat it with marinara?
No, I wouldn't eat it without or with. Ronnie, where do you come in on this placenta eating? Are you grossed out by it, or do you think it's kind of cool?
No, I think it's weird. I'm sorry.
Even for Richard?
Even for Richard.
He won't eat it raw. He told me that. He will not eat it raw. Like, he wants it cooked or prepared somehow.
I've cooked for Richard before, and he loves my cooking, so he asked me to please cook it for him.
So what's weirder, eating placenta or drinking squirt juice?
Wow.
Oh, stop it. There's no comparison.
You would go for what, Ronnie?
The squirting. What, are you kidding me?
Skunk squirt? Skunk?
Oh, skunk
No.
squirt?
Oh, did you say? I thought you said skunk.
Jackass.
I don't know why I heard the word skunk. I thought
well, you look at your eyes and you wonder why.
Squirt, squirt in a heartbeat. I'd guzzle a gallon of squirt over eating a placenta.
Will, Tracy was up for this, no problem?
Yeah, she said yes pretty much immediately, and then I think she started to think about it a little bit, and she was a little more apprehensive, but I said, let's talk to the doctor, let's see if it's even a possibility, because they'd have to freeze it, because this is most likely going to happen over this break.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she's up for it.
Are you up for it?
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, I think it's disgusting on Richard's part, but I don't think there's any kind of weirdness between...
There's supposed to be a thing where the dad is supposed to eat the placenta. Because
I'm not eating the placenta.
No, but it's supposed to bring you closer to it. I never fully understood the whole eating placenta thing.
Plus, I always think, like, Richard has this, like, Forrest Gump quality to him. Like, whenever he's, attached to somebody, they have good things happen to them. So I'm hoping maybe it means good things for them.
You're going to have to freeze it?
Well, we're going to have to do something with it. You can't leave it out
All right,
for 2
so
weeks.
here's what you do. You take an ice tray.
Yeah.
And you pour it into an ice tray, put it in the freezer. Okay, and then when we come back,
But it's not a liquid, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's almost like a. It's almost like a.
I know what it is. You can still pour it into an ice tray. And
Why would I do that?
Make little ice cubes out of it, and this way...
Popsicles.
You put it in his beer and let him drink it.
See, so I'm reading here, Kim Kardashian's eating her placenta, and that the mom is supposed to eat
She'll eat
placenta.
anything.
The placenta.
Yeah, look at her ass.
It says that it may help prevent postpartum.
Oh.
That's one of the reasons why.
Well, Richard will never get postpartum. That's great.
Right.
The
That's
other thing
added
that
benefit.
And it also helps the mammary cells to make milk, which would be great if Richard starts to squirt milk.
The other thing that Richard said, though, which really took me aback, was he said he'd have his pinky cut off.
What a nut.
For what?
For the show. Like
and eat it.
Well, half of it, he said. He cut half of it
But
off.
what was the reward supposed to be? Like, how much would he do it for?
There was no reward. He said he'd be willing to do it.
That's illegal, right? We can't cut off his pinky, can we?
If it's an accident.
Sal, even you find that
That's
strange.
crazy. But he would do it. He would cut off his own pinky.
He loves to entertain himself.
Anything.
Yeah. He really is up for anything.
I would have to think that that given, if we said, okay, go cut off your pinky, he'd have to give that another thought.
I think he did already in the back room with me for a little bit. He's like, I'm not sure about that pinky one, buddy. I guess for a couple of bucks, I guess I'd do it.
Gary, how'd it feel to break out the trumpet once again?
I was surprised I was able to get anything to come out of it.
That was great.
Usually I have to exercise my lip.
All right, what's worse, Ronnie? Would you suck Gary's mouthpiece after blowing into that trumpet, or eat a placenta?
I'd suck the mouthpiece.
Ooh. We might have a game here.
And I get that. Listen, you go to a bar, you make out with a chick, you don't know where she's been.
Yeah, but her mouth doesn't smell like an asshole.
And
not
funny,
that yours does. Not that yours does. But the tips of these instruments, you've smelled them before. I mean, they're horrible.
Well, you clean them. I haven't cleaned them.
Remember Halloween mask, how it would just smell like a rotten old twat, like it's on your face all day?
Thanks for listening, everybody, to Wrap Up.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, I went in to talk about how we should freeze the placenta and make it into ice cubes or meatballs or whatever you wanted to do with it, and drop it into his either his soda, his beer, Richard's beer, and let him drink it. And I also dropped some cool sex stories that I talked about, so you got to check it out.
I'm going to start where we left off yesterday, and that's with the placenta coming out of Mrs. Murray, which will be any day, anytime soon. And everyone seems to have these plans for the placenta. Will said his wife is totally okay with it, and Sal wants to do placenta marinara. Marinata?
No, marinara.
Clearly, I'm not the Italian. And Ronnie wants to go with the ice cube theory. And Gary, in the intro, I was saying I still don't understand what Ronnie is planning to do with this, or where that thought even came from.
Okay, even if you think that placenta is a liquid, which it's not, why would you put it in ice cube form? But I think, for starters, I think Ronnie thinks it's a liquid.
I wonder if he knows what the placenta actually is. We should discuss that with him when he comes by later. But Ronnie was saying how let's go with his placenta theory. You then drop them in beer, the ice cubes, and then he drinks it. Well, that defeats the whole purpose.
I agree. The whole thing is you have to eat something that looks gross. It's like when they give you that stuff on Survivor, or Fear Factor. You don't take cow balls and put it in the blender and put it in a drink. You want to have somebody chewing a ball.
Yeah, and no condiments. I mean, you got to take it straight.
No marinara.
Thank you for saying that again. When the issue of placenta came up with you and your wife's birth, there was no,
I would say right now the issue never came up.
Because?
What issue is there? In other words, my wife had a baby. We never discussed anything. The placenta, the only way that word came up was it was something that was going to come out after the baby.
So you don't believe in the wife eating it and all that?
I think people get involved in such wacky bullshit.
I tend to agree. Chris in New Mexico, welcome to the Wrap-Up Show. Hey, Chris.
Hey, John, how are you doing?
Doing okay. What's on your mind?
The whole putting the thing in the ice cube tray. I mean, is he getting that confused? The placenta confused with like amniotic fluid, or what is Ronnie thinking?
I can't answer for him, but I don't think anybody can answer for Ronnie. But I think you're on the right track. I think he believes it's fluid of some kind that comes out when the baby is born. I don't believe he's sure what a placenta is.
I don't think. He sits there and says he knows all this stuff about females, but the ice cubes is just ridiculous.
He's very well acquainted with female genitalia, I will say that.
I wonder if Ronnie...
Right, but I think everything on the inside, he has no idea what's going on.
I wonder if Ronnie takes any weird things. Like, I wonder if he takes, squirt juice and makes popsicles out of it. Like, he would do... Do you think he would do something gross like that?
Wait a minute. You think he makes squirt juice snacks or something?
I don't know. He just seems to be... Like, why? What's the ice cube thing?
He gets upset at us because we're all hung up about
we
sex
have a lot of
and what you do. Whereas he does everything and then some. Okay, Ronnie's here now. We started the show talking off about your placenta plan because we're a little confused by it.
Why?
Because, what is the placenta?
It's the shit that comes out when the kid comes out.
And how would you describe the shit?
It's It's kind of formed, but you still could freeze it. So you could put it in little, you could actually cut it up if you want, put it in a little cube, put it in a little ice tray.
Placenta
cube. Make little cubes out of it.
So you're saying cut it up
Make ice cubes out of it. What don't you understand about making ice cubes?
Because you're putting something that's not a liquid into a tray that takes
but you
liquid.
can mix it with a little liquid, put a little beer in it, and, mix it up, and then make ice cubes out of it.
It's almost like a piece of freezes. Well, it's almost like it's like a piece of lobster. If you put a piece of lobster in an ice cube, then you have an ice cube with a piece of lobster in it. But
so what? You put it in lumps and you put it in, Right,
but when it
like you make Jello,
up like a placenta crab cake.
There you go.
take a placenta, roll it around in some breadcrumb, put it in a thing of water, freeze the water.
No breadcrumbs. I want it raw. Right. I want him to have it raw, and then you put it in, put it in his beer. Let him drink
jerky. We could smoke it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, now it's
make
all making
meatballs out of it.
Now it's making sense. But what Gary had a theory. Well, you should ask him, Gary.
I just wonder, you're twisted in some things. I'm
twisted.
No, you get to when it comes to sex, you're very liberal.
Twisted?
You're very liberal.
Yeah, I am because I don't find it dirty.
Right. So
a lot of people are finding it dirty.
Would you ever take? You've never taken squirt juice and made a popsicle out of it?
No,
but would you?
You could.
You could? Yeah, exactly. You could. Yeah. Thank you, Ronnie Jr. Thank you.
Would you ever do something like that though?
For the right thing, I would.
Well, forget the right thing. I'm talking. You're pretty adventurous in your sexuality.
Hey, I'm eating shit.
I mean, give me a reason. Yeah, give me her squirt. I'll drink it.
I have a question. Has Stephanie ever come to you? All right, I'll tell you what. Forget Stephanie. Has any girl ever come to you with a sexual request that you wouldn't do?
No.
Wow.
Have you ever gone to her or any woman with one that they wouldn't do?
No, actually, if you play it right, a girl will do anything.
It usually starts with putting on the Met game.
What's the craziest thing that you've done with a woman? Take your time.
I don't know. It's just,
What was the one thing you had to talk, like you really had to work to get the girl to do?
Well, I could see it. It's in his eye.
Anal right away comes to head, to head, because... it's hard to get. A lot of times, girls with small assholes don't want to do anal.
Right. I would imagine it's most girls.
They're afraid. Well, not all girls have small assholes.
Do you know that going in? Like, do you assume?
There's different size assholes.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
Well, I guess if you're having anal sex all the time, your asshole gets bigger.
Exactly.
Right?
I mean, did you ever see some of these porn chicks? I mean, their assholes are like
they actually look like the supermoon.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
So just because the girl is small, this doesn't necessarily mean she's going to have a small asshole. Because if she's done anal a lot,
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
yeah,
but I don't think that's the craziest thing you've done.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'd have to think about
like anything involving toys or food or
toys. I've done toy things.
Yeah, but like crazy. I don't know because I don't go that crazy.
This is one I've always wanted to ask.
Go ahead, man. Let it all out on the table with all these people here. Go ahead.
What's the largest group of people you've ever been involved in that was having sex together?
No, I've told this story.
Only the four, right?
Now it's only me and this other guy and two girls. We were just in this motel running back and forth.
No group thing, huh?
No, I'm not into that group. That's the only thing I'm really not into. I wouldn't do that group
Swinging
shit.
in Salem here.
I'll bring another girl in.
Right. That you've done.
Yeah.
What kind of toys? Like, what's the wackiest toy?
Just the beads.
The beads.
The beads are the fucking wackiest that I've done. There's a lot of other crazy shit.
Jason and I have the same question.
I've never done that.
Have you ever put the beads in your ass? Or someone put the beads in your ass? And then they pull them out like they're starting a lawnmower?
Not that fast. I would have killed them if they did.
Oh, we got to take a break out. On Wednesday's wrap-up show, all the talk was about Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry finally came in, sat down for a long time with Howard, which gave us plenty to talk about because we're in awe of both of them. And Jerry's attitude towards Howard was called into question, and here's what we thought. Jerry Seinfeld hadn't been on the show. He'd called in, you heard him on the phone, but hadn't been in studio for a long, long time. And spoke with Howard for over an hour and a half, covering a wide range of material, but they seemed genuinely excited to be back together again at the age of, that they're at.
Yeah, I mean, Jerry had a really interesting comment. They're the same exact age, and Jerry's like, he was talking about going over to talk to Dice in L.A. because there was some feud that wasn't really a feud, and he said, I feel this way about Dice. And he goes, and Howard, I feel this way about you. The war's over, and I think they're both in the same place right now where it's just not worth fighting for the sake of fighting. They were very interested in the minutia of each other's lives.
Yes.
You know, every little tiny dumbass thing they wanted to know about each other.
Well, it didn't seem like anything was a tiny dumbass thing, at least in Jerry's eyes. He's interested in everything, which I'll get into in a second. But when he went in there, he didn't want to sit on the couch. He wanted a chair. But
in the green room, he did 4 minutes of that.
Saying it sucks the energy
He's
out
sort of
of him?
Larry King. Is that where I have to sit? Oh, I don't want to sit on the couch. And it's always hard to tell what's complaining and what's formulating a funny bit in your head.
I think it's both, right? And it's always both. It's just a matter of what the percentage is.
Right.
Because when he first came in, he wanted to be closer to Howard and felt like, it gives more energy. And when sitting back on the couch, it takes something away.
He said, "Can you get me a chair?" He looked me in the eye. I said, "Can you get me a chair?" And I was going to come out and get him a chair, and I got to the back little door, and Howard goes, "Oh, Jerry, just be quiet and sit on the couch."
Would you say it's fair to call Jerry irritable?
Jerry calls himself irritable.
I know.
Howard keeps saying angry, but he says irritable. And there's actually a really good interview in Entertainment Weekly where he talks about how he had Letterman on his show, and as soon as Letterman got there, he was irritated. And Jerry talks about how he can feed into anybody's irritation.
Why don't you think Jerry said he's not big on enjoyment? What did he mean by that? Like, do you really think he doesn't enjoy things in life?
Well, he says he doesn't. And he says, he goes, what was the line? It's like, my job is to make other people enjoy it. I don't have to enjoy it. That's either very evolved or I don't know what else you would call it.
I think he meant that more as a comedian. Like, if I can make you laugh, I'm okay. Versus, it seems to, and it's always been about that for Jerry. Like, making the other people laugh and killing in whatever situation. If it's 2 people, if it's 200, 2,000.
Well, that story he told about performing for the 16 people on the couches was amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And when he said, "Hey, if I get 10 of the 16, it means I'm killing."
What did you think of when he said that success is the enemy of comedy?
I think that, again, you hear rock stars talk about this too, that, people do their best. I read a ton of biographies. I love to read biographies. And the best part of somebody's biography for me is always the struggle. The struggle right till they got to that moment where it broke open for them. And then I find a lot of times after that it gets very boring. And I think what he's saying is that you can't, if you're not struggling, then you're not really honing your craft.
The thing that really resonated with me during the interview was how Jerry kept saying and took pride in the fact that he's always working on his material. And Howard's like, "Well, if we go out, you're not." And Jerry's like, no, I'm always working on material. But Jerry, on the other hand, later was saying he's very happy with his wife. He's happy with his life. Yet Howard seemed to be really not thrown by that, but fascinated by it.
Well, confused. And that's when it got into what I thought was the most interesting part of the interview, when Howard's like, "Well, when you're talking to if you're fighting with your wife." And so now Howard's going down the psychotherapy road, and he tries to bring Jerry down there. Like, "Jerry, I bet you didn't like your father, this, that." And Jerry totally deflected. And he's like, "This is a bunch of bullshit." And, "Oh, do you two, is that what you two talk about in your therapy?"
Yeah.
Dripping sarcasm, which I thought was great. Jerry's like, "Listen, I think therapy is bullshit and I'm not going, and you guys are wasting your money."
Not only did he say that, he's like, "Just do it." Well, I'm thinking about, no, just do it. And Howard's like, no, you got to process it. And Jerry's like, "No, just if you want to do something, you do it now." And he's in a position in life where he can do that. And sometimes people take advantage of that, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah, I also thought it was interesting how he talked about that, and I don't know whether this is being really self-aware or even a little bit of smugness. When Howard said, "Well, when you walk in a room, do you think everybody says, 'Oh, Jerry Seinfeld's here'?" And he goes, "No." And Howard goes, "Really?" He goes, "No." He goes, I really don't think about what other people are thinking about."
But the one thing that stuck with me was Jerry saying the way he speaks about comedians, and we've heard it before. Like, when comedians talk to other comedians, it's a different kind. It's a club that you're not in, unless you're, And I couldn't tell if he was kidding about Howard not being funny enough, or he really did feel Howard wasn't funny enough to kind of have that kind of conversation.
See, but if you were saying just stand-ups, like I thought it was interesting because Jerry Lewis is not a stand-up. Now, I know that him and Dean Martin did do a stand-up routine back in the 50s, long before Jerry could have possibly seen it. So when Howard said, "Is Jerry Lewis funny?" Jerry just gave him this look like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And he started reeling off all his movies. So I'd say, in the same way that you say that Jerry Lewis is funny, Howard Stern is funny. But maybe Jerry Seinfeld doesn't recognize that.
What did Robin mean during the interview when she stopped and had that realization, quote, "You are Seinfeld"? What was she trying to say? Because
he goes, that what you see is what you get. Like the guy on the show is pretty much the guy that was being interviewed.
Is that surprising to you?
Not to me.
What about you, Ronnie?
I just came in for a comment, that's all. After he left the show, he went downstairs and he had like a meeting with his people. And I'm not going to say what they talked about, but he was up last night preparing for Howard. He came in with his exact words were, he had ammunition if Howard went to certain subjects.
That's so funny. That's so funny. I had told his publicist that I said, Howard really is working on preparing for this interview. Howard did homework, a lot of homework. Went to go back and look at old Jerry stand-up clips, wanted to really be ready.
He almost seemed surprised that Howard put that much work into it. But Jerry clearly put a lot of work into it as well. Stephen in Brooklyn, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, I mean, don't you think Curb Your Enthusiasm is equally as good and probably better than Seinfeld?
Well, they're different. I mean, Seinfeld was great for its time. I don't know that a show like Curb could have been on when Seinfeld was on. So you got to take each of the shows for their period of time, but they're both great shows.
Right. They both basically have the same kind of ironic comedy. And it's obvious that Larry David created the Jerry Seinfeld show, don't you think?
No,
it's not obvious at all.
Jerry's a little upset. No,
not at all.
I think it's obvious that Larry David is George Costanza, and I think a lot of the stories in Seinfeld are Larry David stories. But
it's a collaborative show.
It's both of them. And even when Howard was going through a couple of the Seinfeld episodes, Jerry said, I didn't write that one, or, Larry wrote that one. Like the contest, Larry wrote that one. But I think it's 50-50. At the end of Seinfeld's run, though, you could tell that Larry David wasn't there anymore.
Hey, well, thank God for Porsches. Now Jerry realized he's able to talk to people. He can talk to regular people. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, what do you guys think of his show and that whole concept of comedians getting coffee in cars?
I love it. I watched the Michael Richards one. I watched the Mario Joyner and Colin Quinn one. I watched a bunch of them. I think the show's really great.
You're a car guy. Have you seen any of them?
No, I haven't seen it, but I'm going to check into it now because, he's got a great car collection.
Yeah, he does.
Amazing car collection.
I just want to go back for a second. I want to tell my one little interaction that I had with Larry David, because I told this to Howard after we went to break, and I was surprised at Howard's attitude about this. So I had an opportunity to go to a taping of a Seinfeld show many years ago, one of the greatest ones ever. I was at the Junior Mints episode, which is also the episode where Larry has a girlfriend whose name rhymes with Private Parts, but he can't remember her name. Mulva, exactly. And I was with somebody who knew Larry David, somebody who used to work at a comedy club. So we go down to the set after the show is done, and she sees Larry, and the show's really like it's a hit show. And she says to Larry David, "Larry, congratulations on your success. You must be so happy. This must be so great." He goes, "It's not. It's fucking terrible." And she goes, "Why?" He goes, "Now there's so much pressure. I have to write shows every week, and I have to be good." So I told Howard that, thinking that Howard would go, "Well, that's crazy." And Howard's like, "I totally understand that. I totally understand that you can't enjoy something when you do it, the pressure of having to keep churning it out." And I said, "Well, what would be the point of putting a show out there, right? You say, I want to get a show, you bring it to NBC. What's the point of pitching a show if you're not going to enjoy it when it does well?" And Howard had an explanation for that. He said he thinks that anybody who can enjoy it isn't successful.
Well, a lot of times creators feel that it's the work. I mean, that's really what you kind of get out of it, even though you're both talking about two brilliant comedians. And I think with Larry David and Howard, yeah, they bust their asses, and it's constant work and it's constant pressure to do well. And even if it's received, okay, then it's the next one and the next one and the next one. And eventually you kind of get caught up in that mentality. And if you're looking at it as hey, wow, we're doing something pretty great here, you think you've lost a step.
Right.
And I don't know. I mean, that's their mentality.
By the way, it's probably the number one tweet or email that I get. How come Larry David's never been on the show? And the answer is he's never asked to be on the show. And I don't think he does a lot of interviews. But do you think a Larry David Howard Stern interview would be interesting, or do you think it would be too weird? Because people seem to think they're a lot alike.
I think it would be both. I would love to see it. I think that there are a lot of similarities between the two of them, and Larry David is a little bit off, but so is Howard in some ways. And I would love to hear that conversation. I think it would be a very, very interesting one. John in California, you're on the wrap-up show.
Thanks. Hey, Gary, was Jerry getting kind of short with Howard on his questions? It seems like some of his answers are just just getting kind of pissed on some of them. Did he come across that way at all?
No, I guess you have to see it. It's just, sometimes Jerry just but no, I didn't get that. I watched the whole thing on the TV monitor, and that's, it's different when you're seeing it as opposed to hearing it, and I did not get that impression at all.
Did you get the feeling that both guys were looking for the angle as they had the conversation? And that's what I thought, John. Like, Jerry was kind of, sometimes he would answer short to look for an opening, and Howard would sort of ask a question a certain way. It was pretty cool watching them go at it.
Hello?
Yeah, anyway, I'm sorry, guys. It just seemed, I don't know, it just seemed like his answering was real short and just, I don't know, like, God damn it, get through the next questions. Yeah, I don't know. It's something I noticed. Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too.
You're welcome, John. I think that's also part of Jerry's personality. You know, that's the kind of guy he is, and he sort of rubs off you that way.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't sense any sort of weirdness at all today, so I'm not sure. Maybe if somebody else wants to call in, they heard it, let me know.
What did you think of that July 5th party invite? Both the way it was presented, and you think Howard will follow through?
Here's what makes that fascinating, and I'm missing half the equation. I'm dying to know who's having the other party. That makes it such an interesting...
Oh, the one Howard's already going to.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't know whether it's a really good friend of Howard's or whether it's a big name person, and now you have to decide which one to go to. But Robin, again, this is so funny. Robin said, Howard, people go to two parties. That seemed like he discovered fire.
Well, I was referring to the way Jerry asked him because, my wife knows your wife. I really don't care if you come or not.
Well, I think, again, you could look at it that way. I think it was Jerry saying, hey, I'm not asking you to come because you're Howard Stern. I'd like you to come just because, my wife knows your wife, and I think it would be fun to have you.
Jerry also said he was embarrassed by the Forbes article talking.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and was really upset about it. Look, he makes a lot of money. He did very well in that syndication deal. If it's not 800, then who knows what it is.
Well, and that was a discussion because I was talking to somebody that works here, and he goes, so say it's 500. So I go, okay, say it's grossly overstated. Say it's 200 million. So what? I mean, is there a huge difference between 200 million and 800 million for your average person?
About 600 million. But yeah,
right,
I know
but
what you mean.
I mean, how much with 200 million you could do a lot.
Yes, you certainly can.
John, what's your favorite Seinfeld episode of all time? Because I have one that really stands out to me.
I love the Magic Loogie one where they do the Kennedy.
Jerry loves that one. That's one of his favorites.
I think that one's great, mostly because of the Roger McDowell performance towards the end. And, of course, any Keith Hernandez episode I think is great, too. For me, I love the one with the Bubble Boy.
Great.
And when they're playing...
Some people don't like that one.
Oh,
it's a straight... I like it.
And when he says moops instead of mores and George tries to punch them. But again, what about you? What's yours?
Listen, I really do like the masturbation episode, but I think the one that I really loved that I thought was great was when George slept with the cleaning lady for a cashmere sweater, and they call him in, and the guy says, it's come to our attention, you've been sleeping with the cleaning lady here at the office on the desk, and there's a long pause, and he goes, was that wrong?
George Costanza, I mean, what a great character. The other George thing that comes to mind when you said that was, well, when he goes for the unemployment and he's trying to get the, not work and all that stuff, but it's a visual, but when he's at the party with the clown and there's a fire and he shoves the grandmother out of the way to get out of there. Oh, man, the list doesn't end.
I tell you, I didn't appreciate it at the time, but in reruns, you know what I do like? I like the whole Steinbrenner thing. At the time, I thought it was sort of like bullshitty.
Voiced by?
Larry David.
Larry David, that's right. Kristen in Boston, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good, how are you, Kristen?
Good. I was just calling to comment on kind of the last listener's comment regarding Jerry's kind of interaction with Howard. And I have to agree, actually. Just listening anyway, it almost sounded like at times Jerry was a little short, little smug at times. And I love Seinfeld. I mean, I've seen Atlantic City. I watched the show. I love it. But I had to kind of agree as being a listener. I didn't watch it, but just listening, it did sound a little bit like that.
What do you think, John?
I could see it. I mean, I heard it a couple of times, but I think that's part of who Jerry is. And when he's doing an interview, I said before, it's kind of his way of mixing it up a little bit. I do think that he has an arrogance, but I think it's one that's been earned.
Yes.
If you will.
John and I talked about this earlier. We're like, I mean, there is a little bit of smugness with Jerry, but Jerry's totally earned it. And then there's other people. We think that a lot of comedians in general
have a little bit of a smugness to them. And then John and I were talking about ones that didn't earn it, and they piss us off.
Right. If you earn that smugness, that's
Right.
one thing. And Jerry certainly has earned it. With Howard said that when you think of the great comedians, sometimes Jerry's left off that list. And he asked Jerry if it bothered him, and he said no, he wouldn't put himself in the same class as Pryor and a couple others.
Well, Pryor and Carlin were the two I would always come up.
Now, do you agree with that?
You know, before Jerry did the TV show, after Jay Leno, he was the guy that he wasn't nationally known. Even though you're talking about TV a lot, he didn't have a TV show. People would talk about, like, he is a comics comic. He is one of those guys that works a lot and is a brilliant comedian. I saw him at Westbury Music Fair before he had the TV show. And I agree. I mean, it's one of the best sets I've ever seen. All the Superman stuff and all that other stuff. But I think that I almost wonder that because Jerry wasn't like doing the cutting edge stuff, like we talked about Richard Pryor talking about getting burned up or cursing or that kind of thing, whether he moves down the list.
Yeah, he's definitely up there, but whenever you bring it up, people always hesitate. They're kind of like thinking about it. Whereas Seinfeld, the comedy, it's top 3 all time, I think, on everybody's list. Brian in Pennsylvania, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up, guys? Awesome to speak to you. Huge Seinfeld fan, man. Huge. I was kind of off-put for the simple fact that when Jerry was in, he kind of seemed to not give Howard the credit that he deserves on his comedic ability. He kind of was like saying that Jerry wasn't a comedian, or that Howard wasn't a comedian. You know what I mean?
I couldn't tell. John and I talked about this too. I couldn't tell if Jerry was sort of jabbing Howard, like whether he really didn't mean that, but saying it was just sort of poking him for fun.
I think it was a bit of a poke, but I also think he was saying Howard's not a stand-up comedian. It's different because Jerry analyzes comedy to death. There's different, like Jerry clearly a stand-up who then went, and I thought this was interesting too. He was talking about Leno. You either go the talk show route or you go the sitcom route. With Howard, it's a different brand of comedy. He's a different type of entertainer. Because when we did the ID with him, he was talking. He couldn't believe that Howard was on from 6 till 10:45, 10:30 every day. I mean, that is, Chris Rock always comments on how he'd go crazy after doing it for a week. But I do think that Jerry does find Howard funny. And what I was going to ask Ronnie, but he stepped out, was if Howard did do Jerry's show, would he be comfortable in the car? And do you think it would be a similar conversation to what we heard today?
I think it would be a lot like what we heard today. Howard would be like, "Oh my God, why did I agree to this? Why did you bring this little shitty MG? You know I'm 6'6". Why are we going to Brooklyn? Can't we just go around the corner from my house?"
Jared in Detroit, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey now.
Hey, Jared.
Great interview, and I just love to hear Seinfeld's analysis of comedy. There's 2 comedians that really changed my perspective on what the comedy lifestyle is all about. Artie, for one, as far as the lifestyle and, the grind of going from city to city. And I used to think that comedians were like the most happiest-go-lucky people in the world, but he obviously changed my perspective on that. And then Seinfeld's the other one as far as just the science and the art form of it. It's not enough to just be a funny guy, but there's so many variables that go into it. You obviously have to have the funny premise, but you have to have choose the right verbiage and have the right cadence, and it's just really interesting to hear him break it down.
He did a thing in the New York Times on their website a couple of weeks ago where he sort of broke down how he created a joke or a bit that he did. And it is, some comedians will say, like, this is bullshit. It's not a science. You either got it or you haven't. Jerry treats it like a science.
Yeah, that article's still up there, and there's some video, too, that goes along with it where you can see him doing his thing. But another moment that stood out for me was, I forgot what the conversation was, but Howard responded to Jerry and kind of waved his hands a little bit and did a thing. And Jerry goes, "That was a Kramer. You did a really good Kramer moment there." And it was actually a Kramer moment without Howard even realizing it. But today, with Howard talking to Larry King and then Howard talking to Jerry Seinfeld, I mean, these are the days you dream of, because you've got literally the best in the business doing their thing.
2 great guests, 2 great interviews. And by the way, I talked to Howard about this after the show, too. So much work went into both of them. You know what I mean? There was a lot of work. Howard really wanted a lot of research on both of them. He was very well prepared. He could have taken these interviews in any number of directions. He was ready for everything.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about JD and his diet, and he said